What up, Wargamers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Stoss, and today I have Damon with me.
Greetings, everybody.
Welcome back. We are back for another game of Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition. That's right. We are back for another game of the King of Editions. And today it is going to be 2,000 points of the Dwarves versus...
The Beastie Boys are back in town.
Hell yeah, they are, the beasts of chaos. And we're doing something a little bit spicy today because we have that Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition tournament. It will be coming up next weekend as of today. Today is the 21st, and next weekend is the tournament. So we are playing our tournament lists, the list that we have built for said tournament, and we are going to be playing a scenario from the tournament pack as well. So this should be interesting.
It will be.
This should be interesting, sir. You know, I've tried to take a relatively balanced dwarf list so I can, you know, take on all comers, which is the way with a tournament. Never played in a tournament before, and I'm stressed.
First time,
mate. Yep, I'm very much. I'm breaking the seal on the tournament. Breaking the tournament seal. So should be interesting. And you have a lot of models, as is the beast way.
Yeah, a few drops there. Yes,
Yep.
We'll see.
Mucho beasts on the table, people. So I'm nervous, but I always am. So. But we will get to all of that in a minute. Now, if you are interested in coming in and having a game with me on the channel, hit me up on the Rogue Element Gaming Facebook page. Links in the description, and we'll get something sorted out. If you enjoy the video, guys, don't forget to do the usual YouTube things. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're just going to keep growing this little channel out. We are almost at, 3,500 subscribers. We're almost at another like halfway milestone point. How amazing is that? It's happening quickly at the moment, so hell yeah, thanks heaps, guys. Love it, love the growth. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. It is our channel members that are absolutely just, allowing me to keep investing funds, time, energy into this channel and do this stuff. So, huge thank you to my current channel members. Speaking of channel members, I've got a few new ones to shout out. Yeah, boys. Thank you so much, guys. So we have in core choice Wouterloot, I'm not sure, Valros and Levi Karkianen. Now, mate, I don't know if I even got close to that last name, but I gave it a red hot go for you, mate. So there it is. So Wouterloot, Valros, Levi. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for deciding to support the channel here. It's because of people like you that you guys get to see videos like this. So huge thank you. But without any further ado, let's have a look at the armies, we'll have a look at the table, and then we will get this underway. And here is my 2,000 point tournament list of the Dwarves of Karak Hirn. So leading the army shall be Borek Thunderbrow Thorikson. He is going to be armed with a great weapon, light armor with the Master Rune of Gromril, giving him a 1-up armor save, as well as the Rune of Resistance, making it re-rollable. And he also has a runic talisman with the Master Rune of Spite, giving them that 4-up ward save. So I'm going full tank build with the Dwarf Lord, 1-up re-rollable armor save, 4-up ward, swinging in with a great weapon at strength 6. He's a tough nut to crack. Let's see how he does. Moving on to the battle standard bearer, we have Thane Thorin. He is going to be armed with Gromril armor, and he's got 2 runes of iron on it, giving him a 5-up ward save, and he has a runic hand weapon with a rune of cleaving, giving him +1 strength. Alright, and finishing off the heroes, we have Runesmith Thalgrim Spellbane. He is going to be armed with a great weapon, Gromril armor with a rune of stone, and that's it. He's just a cheap little man to lead a unit and just give me, just 1 extra dispel dice to try and hold back them scary magic phases. All right, let's move into the core. We have 10 Thunderers with shields. We have 20 Dwarf Warriors, great weapons, heavy armor, and full command. We have 19 Dwarf Warriors, hand weapon, shield, heavy armor, and full command. Moving into the special slots, we have the big brick of Iron Breakers. There are 22 of them, full command, with the Rune of Battle on the standard. And then the Unbreakable Slayers, the Hold the Flank, the Hold the Door boys. 20 of them, just with the Giant Slayer and Standard Bearer. No musician, because points, I had to sacrifice something, so no little horn blower for the Slayers. And then in the artillery slots, we have the Grudge Thrower with the Rune of Accuracy, allowing it to re-roll the scatter dice. We have the Organ Gun, which gets no runes because it's, crazy new technology. And then lastly, in the final rare slot, we have the Gyrocopter. Yes, the little steampunk copter of the dwarves. So yeah, this is my tournament list. It's a little bit low on artillery, but as I was making it, I wanted 4 units of infantry. I wanted the gyrocopter. It really came down to the gyrocopter. It was either the gyrocopter or a cannon, and then some more stuff here or there. And I decided for a take-all-comers list, I think the gyrocopter has better utility to, get in the back lines and do annoying stuff. So, but this is it. This is the list for the dwarves. And here we have Damon's 2,000 point tournament list of the Beasts of Chaos. All right, Damon, take us through it, mate.
So character-wise, we've got Barakgore. He's come back to play.
Very
but
good.
This time armed with a great weapon. He's got the Armour of Damnation as usual, which gives him the reroll successful hits, and he's got a Talisman of Protection to give him a little bit of protection.
Indeed.
Surprising enough.
Little 6-up ward save.
That's it. Then
Love
we've
it.
got a BSB. He is wearing the Crimson Armour of Dargan, which is Chaos Armour, and if you want to strike him, you've got to pass a leadership test, otherwise you cannot attack.
Spicy.
Yeah, units in base to base, and he's got the Biting Blade as well.
Very nice.
Then we've got 2 level 2 Shamans. One of them has the Staff of Darkoth, and that's got the spell, the Wild Call, which is a movement spell. And they both have a Dispel Scroll each. That's it.
Sweet, very good. Dispel Scroll's not going to be coming into play this
No,
game.
as we said, this is tournament list, so unfortunately that's 50 wasted points.
Indeed, against the dwarves.
But that's the way it goes.
Indeed, sir.
So we move into the core choices. We've got 3 beast herds. One of them is 16 strong. It's probably going to be an ambushing unit and just has a champion. And then I've got 2 herds of 20 with full command.
Very nice.
1 block of Bestigors, 18 of them with the standard heavy armour, great weapons, full command.
Very good.
Then we've got 1 Tuskor Chariot and 2 units of 5 Chaos Warhounds.
Hell yeah. A strong, solid block of core. Look at all this core.
Lots of core.
Indeed.
And then we move into the special. And we've got 1 unit of 6 Centaurs with a champion.
Very nice.
That's it. Then a unit of, now these are actually Chaos Furies, so they're demons. So 6 of them,
Cool.
modelled just to have a beastie look.
Very nice.
And then the third special choice is 4 Minotaurs with great weapons.
Very nice. The big bulls.
That's it. No command, no armor on them. Then into the rare slots, we've got 1 Chaos Spawn. Couldn't fit in the points for 2. They are a 2 for 1 slot, but so we've just got 1 Chaos Spawn.
Sweet.
And then the last is Brother Grimm has come to join the herd. We've got 1 Chaos Giant.
Hell yeah. And both of these models are beautifully converted and lovingly painted. So cool, man. Well done.
Thank you.
And that is it. That is it. That is the 2,000 points of the Beast Herd. Rolling up the spells for the 2 level 2 shamans for the Beasts of Chaos. And we've got 1 rolling on Death and 1 rolling on Shadows. Who do you want to start with?
I'll start with the Death.
Starting with
Shaman,
the Death.
so let's roll them up. 3 Steel Soul
And Wind of Death.
Wind of Death. I'm happy with both of those.
Very good, sir.
So Steel Soul is enemy model within 12 inches, just lose a wound.
Okay, cool.
And then a magic missile. So
not bad.
they're okay.
Not bad.
So let's go
Take wounds, kill people.
That's it. And
All right.
Shadows. I've got the 2, which is another magic missile.
Creeping Death. Ooh,
and then the
of
Pit of
Shades.
Shades, which is the under the template, not moving, which is quite good cast on.
So this one's good for, like, you know, shutting down war machines
That's it,
and shooters.
exactly.
It is cast on an 11 plus.
It is cast on 11 plus. That is correct.
And you've only got level 2 shamans. It's a spicy one,
But see, Steed of Shadows is
kind of useless.
that's just the fly 20. I can't see me doing that. So look, let's go with what I've got.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And here we are, all set up and deployed for this 2,000-point throwdown between the beasts and the beards. So the basic kind of narrative that we have going on for this game, because even though it's a tournament-style game, I still put a narrative, people. It's how I do things. So yes, the beasts, you know, have been in this area. They have set up their herd stone, and this is their current camp in this kind of wilderness area on the edges of the Dwarven realms. And they've been, you know, raiding into the Border Princes. We're at the foothills on the edge of, like, Karak Hirn and the Border Princes. So they've been sending raids into the Border Princes, you know, raiding Dwarven supply lines and march routes and all of this kind of stuff. And finally, the dwarves, you know, being called by the lords of the borders, you know, telling them that they've been getting smashed by beastmen, and us getting, you know, harried by them ourselves. We've decided enough is enough, and we have come to turn up to smash the herd stone and, you know, scatter the herds out of our region. And so we have turned up, you know, coming to where we sent out our rangers to find where their camp is, where their herd stone is, and we've found it, and we turned up as they have been returning from the Border Princes. And so, you know, the herd stone lies in between the two great forces. They're fresh from battle, you know, they're furious with their weapons bloodied already, and they're ready for more. So we are fighting over, you know, they're trying to protect their beautiful, beautiful herd stone, and we are trying to smash it to dust and scatter the herd. So yes, that's the narrative, and so that does lead into the scenario. So the one of the tournament scenarios that gets played is called Hold the Ground at All Costs, and it involves a central objective. It does use normal deployment zones, and still, I'm pretty sure it still uses the usual points from, like, your pitch battle, your kill points, your banners, all of that usual stuff. But at the end of the game, whoever has more units of unit strength of greater than unit strength 5 within 6 inches of the central objective gains an extra 500 points, or victory points to the end of the battle. So that's basically it. We're trying to kill stuff. We're trying to get close to this central objective. There is an additional rule that whoever, once we roll off, whoever is determined to be the person that is going second has the option to roll a single d6 and a scatter dice and scatter that central objective, and they must keep whatever it is they scatter. It's a pretty big balls move, because I don't know, it's just as likely that it scatters away from you as it is towards you. So, you know, if I go second, I don't think I'm going to scatter it. What about you? You reckon you'll scatter?
Absolutely not. No,
probably not. Right? It's an interesting one, but there it is. So yeah, that's the scenario. We're just fighting over this central objective, trying to get more units of above unit strength 5 within 6 inches of it at the end of the game to claim that spicy 500 points. So let's have a look at the battlefield. So with this game, what I did with the battlefield, or in terms of terrain, is I put the available terrain on the table. We divided the table into 6, 2-foot blocks. We rolled off to see who picked a piece of terrain first. That person put the piece of terrain in one of these six blocks, and then we rolled a single d6 and a scatter dice and scattered it from there. So, we had a bit of agency as to where we wanted to put our things, and then they still got scattered, 6 inches around it. So Damon won the roll-off and he picked the big hill, smart. Popped it over in his corner and we scattered it around and back and forth we went. Obviously I picked a hill, I put it back here and it scattered forward 4 inches, so huzzah, that worked out. Dwarves on a hill, people, ha! Flame me in the comments. And back and forth we went, so we've got some woods, we've got the hills, we have a single piece of impassable terrain over yonder with the big ridge of rock, and a single piece of very difficult terrain. Now for this game, I'm not implementing my house rule that allows units to march through difficult or very difficult terrain, because that won't be the go in the tournament, and we're playing, tournament style rules here. So house rules be damned. We're doing it properly. Yeah, so that's kind of the battlefield. Obviously, all the little extra trees and whatnot that you can see in the corners are just here for set dressing to make it look, a little bit more foresty out here in the, the foothills of the Dwarven realm that have been taken over by these beasts. And I've chucked a couple of extra little rock spires into our woods just to really give it that, that beastie flavor. They've taken up residency here, and they've made it their own. We needed some dung thrown around, but I got no dung, so this is the table. Let's have a look at deployment. So on the Dwarven side, we've got a gyrocopter on the flank. We've got the Slayers, and then the Warriors with hand weapon and shields, led by the Runesmith Thalgrim Spellbane. Then on Artillery Hill, we've got Thunderers at the front, Organ Gun next to them, and then the Grudge Thrower at the back of the hill. We have the Iron Breakers with the General Borek Thunderbrow and the Battle Standard Bearer Thane Thorin. And then on the far flank, holding it down, is the Warriors with the Great Weapons. So that is the Dwarven deployment zones. Damon, can you take me through the deployment zone of the beasts?
Absolutely. Over on my right, we've got Centaurs on the far flank with a Tuskor Chariot. Shaman behind the woods here, which you may or may not be able to see.
Yes, very good.
He's got sneaky moves there.
The Death Shaman.
Death Shaman, indeed. Chaos Giant with hounds behind them. My block of Bestigors with the General in there.
Very nice.
Then we've got a herd with the Shadow Shaman and my BSB. The Chaos Spawn.
Very nice.
And then another block of hounds, Minotaurs behind, and on the far left flank, the Furies and 2 beast herds in ambush.
In the ambush, those filthy, filthy ambushes. I only just clocked that your general's in with the Bestigors. That's not like you. That's a different move for you, sir.
There we go.
Interesting.
A little bit different.
Interesting. Cool. Very nice. Our generals are not lined up, I see. Very intriguing.
No. Not yet.
Not yet, indeed. Not yet. So yeah, there it is, guys. This is deployment, this is the battlefield, and that was the narrative. All that is left is to roll for first turn. Are you ready, Damon?
As I will ever be.
Good man. So, as per usual, the dwarves did finish deploying first because look at all these beasts. He had all the drops in the world, and I've got my little force here. So the dwarves will be getting a +1 to the roll-off. All right, Damon, good luck. And Godspeed! A 3 to a 2. So the dwarves do win the roll-off. It ends up 4-2. Do I want first turn? A lot of my stuff isn't going to be in range to shoot. I've got, Thunderers that are on the 24, and I'm pretty sure none of your stuff is. And this thing's only 18 inches, so there's not going to be a whole lot getting to shoot. But you know what? I think I still will. I'm going to take first turn. So we will be back with Dwarves turn 1. Yes! Dwarves turn 1, movement phase, no charges to declare, and there's going to be some movement for the dwarves this game because this scenario demands that I get to that herdstone. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, the front lines of the dwarven infantry have all just done a 6-inch march forward. My Thunderers here have marched to the they've walked to the very edge of the hill here, hoping to maybe get something within 24 inches for a first turn shot, because Dwarven handguns are not move or fire, which is pretty sweet. And my gyrocopter has just all the way over here to the front of the woods, managing to stay out of line of sight of all the things over here, just preparing for turn 2, getting into the back lines and being a nuisance. Because, yeah, I was originally maybe going to be putting him all the way over here on a flank, but I could see that there was maybe going to be stuff there. And if I did that, he's only got a 20-inch fly. Suddenly I'm right in front of things. So this was kind of the only spot that I had to be able to get far enough forward to potentially then get into back lines. It's part of the reason why I took first turn, even though my shooting isn't amazing for first turn because of ranges and whatnot. I needed to get him up there, and I needed just a turn to actually move forward to get towards this objective. If I gave it to Damon, Damon moves up, and then I'm here, and then that's it. So there it is. That is the movement phase done. We are skipping straight past the magic phase because we are dwarves and we are not into that kind of thing. We quaff the beard, we spit on the ground, and we grumble as the filthy winds of magic blow through this place. And we go straight onto what I like to call the dwarf phase, the shooting phase. Yeah, you know it and love it. Hell yeah. And so it is guess weapons first, and my grudge thrower is picking on its old, it likes to bully the same things over and over. It's going for those bestigore. Oh yeah, you've seen it before, we're doing it again. So I have guessed 37 inches straight towards the center guy in the second rank. All right, let's see how I did, Damon.
All right, mate, here we go. You're at the back here.
God damn it, I have overshot egregiously. Oh, jeez.
You're back here.
That's not good.
I'll mark it.
All right, mark it up for me, mate.
This is where you're at.
Not ideal. Well, look, if I get a direct hit, I'll still hit some stuff.
You will.
But really, I need it to scatter 2 inches back into the unit. So let's have a look-see. Ha! 8 inches away.
We love that.
Let's re-roll this scatter die for the Rune of Accuracy. So it allows me to re-roll this bad boy. At this point, 8 inches is going to be too far in any direction, so I just need that direct hit. I get a second chance at the direct hit, so the rune in the chassis starts to glow, directing the rock to direct hit. Amazing. So we'll be back with how many of these beasts are getting clapped. All right, we have one fully covered by the template in the back rank there, and then 4 of them being clipped. So let's see how many of these little clippies get into the hit pool. Come on, boys, get into the pool. The water's fine. None of them. Oh, less good. All right, well, one of them is getting killed on a 4+. Lame.
The water was too hot.
It was. It was too spicy. Too much cinnamon in this water. All right, well, lame, bad guess, and, bad dice rolls. So I deserved that for my horrible, horrible guess. Cool, let's move on to whatever's left, which is not much. This is only an 18-inch cannon in the old dwarf book, which is the book I use. And these guys have a 24-inch range. They have pushed forward a little bit to see if they can get something in range. You know what? I could shoot it into the Ungor, and I would definitely get, or into the beast herd. I'd definitely get in range of them, but it's going to be 6s to hit because of long range and moving, and then 7s because they're skirmishes. So there's basically no point. So you know what? I'm going to bank on seeing if I got any of these in range of those dogs, and I'll plink a couple of dogs. So let's have a look. 24 inches to those dogs, mate. So just these 2 in the front rank on the corner got in range of those dogs. So we have 2 shots hitting on 6s because long range, and we moved. No hits. Bugger. All right, well, that's it. That's the turn. We chucked a grudge into the back rank. Smacked into a couple of boys in the back rank there, but the little shards of stone were not enough to do the damage, or just missed completely. And yeah, we had a little fusillade out to those dogs, but no dice. It's all still a little bit too rangy, but we have marched forward in preparation to claim this herdstone and destroy it. But that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 1. Beasts of Chaos, turn 1. Movement phase. I am assuming no charges.
I'd love to, but there are no charges to declare.
Very good, sir. So we go on to remaining moves. Oh no, wait, sorry, compulsory.
We have one compulsory.
We've got a compulsory move for that there spawn. What are you doing with him, mate?
We're just going to head him straight straight ahead.
Straight ahead?
Straight ahead.
2d6?
2d6.
Lovely.
4.
He's going a healthy 4 inches. Ah, poor fella. He's ambling, you know. He's still getting his jimmies worked up. He's not ready yet.
Now.
Oh, you've got
Unruly.
stuff.
I've got to roll. I've got to roll unruly.
And drunken?
And I've got to roll drunken.
Yeah, we got things.
We've
All
got
right.
things. So let's roll for unruly on a 1.
On a 1, they are unruly.
Oh dear, they're unruly.
They are.
So they're just going to go harrying off.
They march their maximum. Is that the way
They go to straight towards the nearest unit.
Interesting. All right, cool. Well, we'll get that done when the time comes.
And I'll just roll here. Either these could be drunken or frenzied.
All right. And it is
Nothing.
5?
5 is nothing.
No, they've drunk just enough that they're feeling spicy, but not too spicy. All right, cool. That's all of the start of turn things done. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, Damon, give us your movement phase wrap up, please, sir.
We're looking at an envelopment of the Dwarven line as they have pushed forward.
Indeed.
The bulge where we're coming around. So basically both flanks we're coming around. The Centaurs have pushed forward as far as they can. Mm-hmm. I've moved the giant up to try and terror the gyrocopter.
Indeed, that's a spicy move.
Hopefully. The chariot here has stayed back a bit. I didn't want to push that all the way up because I'm just nervous of this gyrocopter coming over and march blocking. So just setting up a bit of overwatch there for the gyrocopter on my Centaurs.
Indeed.
Bestigors have pushed forward a bit, trying to throw off the theodolite or whatever it is that the grudge thrower has for guessing his ranges.
Indeed.
Dogs similarly have moved up with a bit of a turn, hopefully to throw the Dwarven battle line out of its position.
Out of its formation.
Out of its formation.
Indeed.
As we saw, the herd got unruly, got the better of itself and just charged straight ahead towards the iron breakers.
Indeed.
There.
Headlong into the jaws of the iron breakers.
Yes. And over on the left flank, similarly, the Furies flew up as far as they could. The Hounds and the Minotaurs all just pushing up on this left flank, getting ready for some enveloping attacks, waiting for the ambushes to come on next turn.
Gross. Hopefully they come on in your corners.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It could. Well,
We'll see. All right, sir. So that is the movement phase done. We go into the magic phase. Build your pool of power for me, please, sir.
2 for turning up on the battlefield.
Indeed.
And 2 for each of the level 2 shamans that I have. So I have 6 power dice.
Fantastic, 6 power dice. And dwarves being dwarves, instead of just getting the native 2, they get native 4 for their racial hatred and immunity to magic. And because I have a single runesmith, Thalgrim Spellsbane, on the field, I get an extra dice. So I'll have 5. 5 to your 6, sir.
Okay.
And do you know what you would like to start with?
I absolutely do. I am going to start with Wind of Death.
Starting with a Wind of Death?
A Wind of Death.
All right, sir. So that is coming from this little shaman
from
in the
my
woods.
From my Death Shamer here, casting at your...
My Slayers?
Slayers.
My poor little Slayers.
Yeah.
Very good,
A
sir.
Wind of Death is blowing their way.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if it reaches them.
So is this the 2d6 strength 4 hits?
This is 2d6 strength 4 hits.
It's pretty spicy. What do you need to get this,
I
mate?
need an 8.
Needs an 8.
Throwing 3 dice at it.
Here we go.
No,
Ooh,
no.
That's
the
a
winds.
5.
The winds. It was just a little puff.
Indeed. You know, the winds were getting blown away from him by the chopper blades, sapping the winds.
Yes.
Very good. All right, sir.
So now my Shadow Shaman is going to cast Creeping Death. No, let's go Pit of Shades.
Pit of Shades.
I think we
That's
need
what
a
I
Pit of
thought.
Shades probably at your organ gun.
At the organ gun?
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
need an 11. Let's see.
3d6
Here we
needing an
go.
11. No, mate. An 8. An 8 is what you get.
I should have gone with the Creeping Death.
Maybe, indeed.
Anyway.
All right, well, the first magic phase comes and goes with no spells managing to be manifested. You know, so far, the dampening effect of the dwarves and old Thalgrim's Spellbane are taking their effect. Love that. Okay, So we don't have a shooting phase, correct?
No, we have not mastered the art of shooting.
The poor beasts. No, they do not shoot. So that's it. We have no combats yet. So that is it. That is the end of Beasts of Chaos. Turn 1. Dwarves turn 2. Top of the turn, we have a very spicy roll, and it is a terror test for this gyrocopter. Does the presence of this huge, snarling chaos giant spook the pilot? You know, he's gotten really close to him. He probably stinks. Let's have a look. Leadership 9. I need to not fail this. This would be a bit rough if I did. So, he doesn't fail. He fears him not and will not fear him again for the rest of the game, at least in terms of terror. So, excellent. Love that. Then it would be charges to declare. And, you know, I think you've given me a charge here, but it kind of just doesn't make any sense to charge them because, I mean, these guys... That's maybe 6 inches, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, it's pretty close. And even if I do, suddenly I'm just giving my flank to all of this. I see what you were doing here, Damon. And I'm not taking the bait. No. So, and I don't even think that is 6 inches. So I'm no charges. Okay. So we go to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, the Dwarven lines have again just pushed forward, trying to get on the objective. The left flank has pushed in and wiggled in a bit just to allow space for the Slayers to be within 6 inches, and they have just pushed and wheeled, getting within 6, and just trying to open their flank out a bit, their arc, so that they're not just giving their flank to everything over here, at least to the giant in the short term. But we'll see what happens over here. In the center, Ironbreakers have similarly attempted to wiggle their way in and be within 6 to open space for the warriors with great weapons, but this is a big, thick unit and they don't allow much space. So the warriors with great weapons weren't able to get within 6 inches of the herdstone, while still not just opening their flank to everything over here and not covering the flank of this. So they are just going to have to be there for now. Perhaps they'll have time to get in close, depending on what Damon does on his turn, but this is where it is at the moment. And my gyrocopter has, having passed its terror test from the giant, has flown away from it and is now sitting over there next to the Barakgore, preparing to march block and just pump its little steam-powered shrapnel cannon into their flanks. Heck yeah! So, we skip past another magic phase and we go into Dwarf Phase the Second. That's right, turn 2 Dwarf Shooting Phase. And hopefully I have guessed my range a little more effectively this time. I'm still not 100% sure on it, but it is Grudge Thrower again, going for those Barakgores, and we have picked 28 inches. Alright Damon, let's see how I did. I've landed on the champion's head, an inch short, 1 inch further back would have been exactly where I want it. But still, not too bad. I will take that. Let's see. Let's see if the dice will keep it there for me. It's worked once. Will it do it again? I've got a d6 in my hand. Damn it! There we go. Scatter and artillery dice. Looking for that direct hit. Or even a 2-inch back scatter would be lovely. Ha! 10 inches away. You know what? Show me what that hits. Let's see if that is interesting. It could be, but it looks like probably nothing. Yeah. Looks like nothing, maybe clipping the giant, but that's pretty useless. So let's re-roll that scatter. Let's re-roll the scatter. With a 10-inch move, it's definitely not going to hit my gyrocopter from where it is, which is good. So, but we just want that direct hit. So again, the rune in the chassis begins to glow, and it's going exactly in the same spot. All right, we'll be back to see if it hits anything. It looks like it might clip something, but probably not. So, after checking and double checking the angles and whatnot, we have managed to scatter 10 inches directly onto the head of this death shaman in the woods. My God, how utterly ridiculous. I'm sorry, David. But look, there's still a couple of rolls involved in here to see if he can survive this.
Yes.
So currently, we've just whooshed over towards the woods there. So he is under the dot, funnily enough. So he is getting hit with a strength 8 hit. So we are wounding him on a 2 here. Yes, we do wound him, sir. Now he has 2 wounds?
Yes.
2 wounds, and we do D6 wounds. So on another roll of a 2+, that Shaven is getting kersplattered. Okay, let's see it. The rock sails forward. It hits him and it does just enough, slamming through his skull, pulping him into the dirt, creating a gross little brown and red smear in those woods. Oof! Oh boy! I'm so sorry.
We don't need magic.
I'm so sorry. That was ridiculous. I managed to get a 10-inch scatter directly onto him. Ah, wow. Wow. Dwarves, grudge thrower, yeah. Oh, wow, that was gross. That was gross. Okay, let's continue with the shooting phase. Woof. Well, I think I have to thin the herd. So it's going to be organ gun against the big beast herd here in front of me. You know, I am just killing Ungor at this point, but they have to die eventually, so making that a smaller unit is still valuable, so let's do it. You want to maybe just quickly check if they're within 18 inches? They definitely should be, but let's just be sure. And yes, 4 days in 18 inches. Lovely. So the way the organ gun works in the old 6th edition book is that you roll the artillery die, and whatever you roll is how many automatic hits come through. So there's no rolling to hit. It is just whatever comes up on this dice are hits at strength 5, -3 to an armor save. Now there is the potential of a misfire here, so it's definitely it's not just like an automatic just killing machine, but chances are it kills a few. So let's see. They pack the little tubes and they puff out doing 8 hits. Oh, spicy. Oh boy, the hits just keep on coming. So we've got 8 automatic strength 5 hits going into Ungor. You've got more than 8 Ungor.
I do. There's
so it's automatically 13. being allocated to the Ungor first because they're out the front, the meat shields of the unit, which is great and very thematic. So they are toughness 3 Ungor.
Toughness 3.
So kill an Ungor on 2s. Oh, I've rolled 3 1s. Bloody hell. But that is 5 Ungor, sir. 5 Ungor evaporate. Boom. The shots ring out. Bum, 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 bum. And the front 5 Ungor are just, smashed into dust and turned into a red mist and blown away on the wind. Cool. So that will be a panic check for them at the end of the round.
It will not be a panic check, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Because I've got a unit strength 22.
What? Since when? What? How many guys have you got?
I've got 2 characters in there.
Snap.
And a unit of 20.
Very good, sir. Very good. Well, excuse me. Okay, very cool. All right, so I'd need to kill, what, 1 more?
1 more.
1 more. Oh, that's upsetting. Well, I do still have a unit of Thunderers. Yeah, I think it's probably worth it. We're going to have to do it. It's going to be the Thunderers. If we can plink 1 more Ungor off this unit, we force a panic check, which, could change the face of this game at this point. So let's give it a try. All right, 10 shots, over half range, and skirmishes, so 6s to hit. I need at least a few 6s here. Come on, give me 3. Give me 3 6s. I'll take 3. Oh, 4. Amazing. Oh, wow. Okay, Dice Gods, settle down. Settle down. You don't have to give it to me. You don't have to give it all to me yet. All right, just, drip feed it to me as the game goes on. All right, we got 4 hits, and you've still got 4 Ungor in there, yeah? Yeah, you do.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and these are strength 4 handguns to toughness 3 Ungor, so we're killing these Ungor on 3s. And we do kill 3 out of the 4, so another 3 Ungor go down to the beautifully crafted handguns of the dwarves. They sight down and pop, 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 pop off the hill into the Ungor, and they go down hard. Heck yeah, love that. Okay, so that's it. I've only got 3 shooting pieces. Oh no, wait, I've got a gyrocopter. Hell yeah. All right, we'll get that flame template down and we'll see how many of these boys we can hit with our shrapnel cannon. All right, so after having a look, we have 2 fully covered at the end of the template, and then 10 being partially covered by the template. Now, none of these are characters or champions, so it's just all classic best gore. So these 10 are coming into the hit pool on 4s. Looks like... Did I knock that one? I feel like I maybe knocked that one.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. All right, cool. So 5 out of the 10? Yes, 5. 5 out of the 10. Nice. Love that. Statistical. Love that. So we have a total of 7 in the hit pool, being hit automatically. Strength 3, little shrapnel cannon to toughness 4, best gore. These are wounding on 5s. Oh, just the 1. There we go. And you'll have a 6-up armor save, because it is -1 to the armor save. We kill a gore, one of the best ones. A best gore does go down. Look, honestly, that cannon, I never had much hope in its like damage output against toughness 4 things, but he's just there to, you know, slow you down. Take your time. Snap. I think I just realized the mistake I made there, but all right, that's fine. So that's the end of the phase. Shot. It's time for that panic check, sir. Leadership. What?
8.
Leadership 8.
They're within 12 of Barakgore there.
Barakgore. Leadership 8. Here we go, sir. That's a 9. Oh my god, they're running. I can't believe it. It worked. Oh, Jesus. All right, sir. So they're running directly away from... Well, they did the final wound that caused the panic.
Yeah.
So I guess it's them? Yeah. All right, so
You know
2d6.
what? I'm not too unhappy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Unexpected. I would be very unhappy. All right, sir, running 2d6. Wow.
Oh, okay, now I'm a little bit unhappy.
Oh my god. So, bleh. And that is their final location, just fleeing off into the distance, past the spawn, through the little gap there. Oh boy, that was brutal. And me and Damon talked about it off camera. That thing where I was like, ooh, I think I've made a mistake, was that I had put my gyrocopter within a 10-inch charge of them. So if they didn't flee then, they charge my gyrocopter on Damon's next turn, I declare to flee, because if I don't, it's dead. But then 3d6 inches in like that direction, chances are I just flew off the board. So, wow, that turned out very lucky for Christos, because that was a misplay for sure. I should have just put him over, you know, that side of the Barakgore. My thought process of putting him there was just so that I was, you know, not, you know, you can't just turn your chariot around and start heading towards me, but I would have had a turn to worry about that anyway. So misplay, Christos. Bad man. But somehow I've still managed to have it work out. I've had a lot of luck this game so far. I've had a lot, which just means later on in this game it's all going to turn on me and fall to shit. So, so we'll see. But that was a very effective dwarf turn 2. But that is it. That is the end of dwarves turn 2. Beasts of Chaos turn 2. Drunken roll. So we start off with a single drunken roll. Are they drunk? Oh,
they're possibly stupid, yep, so I've got to make a stupidity check.
Okay, stupidity check for them. What's their leadership? 7. Okay, alright, that should be alright. They're stupid.
They're stupid.
Alright,
they're stupid.
So they just move their normal move straight ahead. Bleh, that's not the best. Okay, and then it would be declare charges, and we're not declaring
No charges to declare at this stage.
No charges to declare.
No.
All right, sir. And now it is time for ambushes. All right, we have elected to bring on his ambushing herds here and here. We've got the big herd over here and the smaller herd towards the center of the field. Now, it's a leadership test for each. If the leadership is passed, they come in where he's marked. If the leadership is failed, then we roll a scatter dice from the center and it'll point to which part of the table they come on from. All right, sir, who would you like to roll for first?
Look, we'll roll the larger herd to come on that point.
Very good. The big herd first, and it is leadership 7.
Leadership 7.
Hey,
6.
they're doing it. They're coming on right here, and then the small herds,
the small
sir. Again, leadership 7. Oh, you've done it. Oh, I'm in trouble. Both herds are entering the table right in my backfield there, the ambush. Here I was rocking up, getting ready to destroy the herd stone. But always thinking I am the aggressor. It is in fact the beasts laying a trap. So they come on in the remaining move step.
Correct.
Perfect.
Remaining moves.
So now we have rally fleeing troops.
Rally fleeing troops.
Okay, mate.
This is a big one.
This is very important. How are you feeling about it?
I'm not feeling good.
That's fair, mate. So they are leadership 7 base,
yeah.
+1 for having a musician.
Correct.
Leadership 8, mate. They are all right. They're back in the game. Holy God, that was important. Well done, mate. Well done.
Heart palpitations.
I'm stoked for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Compulsory.
Compulsories. God, all of the start of turn things.
We're doing it all in this phase.
It's like an orc and goblin game. Jesus.
This is the Beastmen phase.
Oh, yes, the pre-turn phase. Love it.
Okay, compulsory.
What are you doing with him?
He's just going to go straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Straight towards these great weapon wielding dwarves.
Fantastic. So in a straight line, on the line that he's currently facing, 2d6. 3 inches. Very good. Ending up right there. Just, still just shuffling forward. He's still building up to the killing frenzy that is a Chaos Spawn. So that is compulsory moves done. That brings us 2 remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, Damon, give us your wrap up, mate.
Well, confusion reigns. The beasts are just trying to flank around, confuse the dwarven line. So the Senegor's being drunken, just ambled forward.
Indeed, tying into the woods.
The chariot has now ambled forward as well, trundling along at 7 inches. Mm-hmm. The giant has swung round to the flank of the slayers.
Yes.
The dogs here have all they've done is just move back half their move.
Yep, 3.5 inch back
away.
up.
Yep. The Bestigors have moved, they have march blocked by the gyrocopter, so they've just moved 5 inches forward.
Indeed.
And the dogs here, they have pushed up and then angled on the dwarves here. And on the flank, the Minos have just pushed right up around the
dogs.
The dogs, getting ready to charge into the flank.
Indeed, do their dastardly Minotaur business.
They, I think, probably had a charge on your organ gun.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're coming round, hopefully for a charge next turn.
Very good. Flapping into the backfield.
And the 2 ambushing beast herds have just pushed on their 10 inches onto the board.
Oh, I hate this. I hate it so much. So yeah, they both came on here and then just boom, marched their way on, sliding, getting ready to sprint their way up artillery hill / slam into my backlines. Oh boy. But that's it. That's the movement phase done. Still no combat, but we move on to a bit of a reduced magic phase for the poor beasts after one of them tried to eat a rock.
The term I would use is poultry.
Poultry? Yes. The poultry magic phase.
Because we're now at a stage where your dispel dice are greater than my power dice.
Indeed, sir. So you're onto 4 power dice.
I have 2 base and 2 for my shaman here.
The remaining shaman, and I've still got my 5. Got my 5 dispels.
We're just hoping for irresistible here.
Indeed.
So look, we're going to start off with let's cast Creeping Death.
Okay, and what does Creeping Death do?
This is the 6 up. This is D6 strength 3 hits.
With no armor saves. Ooh, that's pretty spicy.
We're going to cast it at your gyro.
Ooh, that's pretty spicy. All right, mate. Needing a 6, throwing 2 dice.
Needing a 6.
There's
a 5.
That's a 5.
No. Okay.
The depleted magic phase continues.
So now we're going to go Pit of Shades.
Okay.
On your organ gun.
On the organ gun, as expected. Really, we just need a double 6 here. Looking for that irresistible. Oh my god, I saw that 6. That one puckered up my butthole.
Fails by 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, needs an 11.
No! I just assumed it went off. I was getting ready to throw dice.
No, sir.
Mate, unlucky, goddamn. Yeah, you definitely went with the risky trying to do 2 spells at 2 dice each. But just looking for irresistibles at this point. That's all you can really do. Yeah. So that's it. That's another Beastman or Beasts of Chaos turn done. You continue to encircle me as I continue to rain hell upon you.
Yeah.
But there's not much else that can be done at this point. I'm definitely feeling pretty nervous about this board position. How you feeling about the encircling so far? You happy with your spot?
It's if I can get the attacks in time to do enough damage to you.
Indeed.
That's where it's going to be.
Indeed. Well, look, you're coming into a good position here to start just like slamming me in right in my flanks and my rears and my butts. But we'll see what we can do here. So that is it. That is the end of Beasts of Chaos, turn 2. Dwarves turn 3. Charges to declare. And you know what? I don't think I have any. I have available charges, but I don't think it's worth charging any of them at this point. I could charge those dogs, which is just putting me right out there. You either flee, which puts me 3 inches forward, which is not the worst, and it gets the dogs out of my way. More likely you just hold, so I hit them, butcher the dogs, and then right in front of the Barakgore, which is not good. I could charge those dogs on this flank, and again, you either flee, which then draws me pointing this way, which honestly is not the biggest problem because I'm just showing my flank to the spawn, which doesn't break ranks or get flank bonuses. But same thing, if they don't flee and I hit them and butcher them, I'm now sitting over here, which is, I don't know, it's not the best, it's not the worst. But if you flee, I'm just moving forward for no reason. And I think I still just need to move my battle lines a bit more before just hitting and killing useless dogs. So yeah, no charges. There's still no combats happening here, people, as we all still just kind of mill about, you know, cagily trying to make sure that nobody's getting into the flanks of things, / trying to get in the flanks of things. So that brings us to remaining moves. This is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, so I've done some weird little janky movements in the middle just to hedge my bets and cover my flanks. Slayers have just reformed, and they can never be march blocked because dwarves and their relentless moves, so they're able to reform totally. Just trying to keep the main scary things in the front arc for them because they just have to deal with everything. Such is their job, that they are unbreakable, so they can do it. The unit of warriors led by Thalgrim Spellbane, the runesmith, have just pushed forward, just blocking the dogs from being able to hit them in the flank and, you know, break their ranks. Not that that matters too much, but nonetheless, protect them a little bit. And then over here on the right flank, the warriors have done a full reform just so that they are facing the things that can potentially hurt them in the flanks, keeping the dogs in the front arc and the minotaurs as well. It's going to take the minotaurs a little while to get to me now because they are march blocked, and this way they definitely won't be coming all the way over to my flank here. And these guys have similarly just pushed and wheeled, you know, preparing to guard the flank of the warriors with the great weapons as much as I can. And my thunderers have done an about face so that they can try and deal with everything that's happening over here. See if we can somehow protect Artillery Hill. Probably not, but we're going to give it a red hot go. So we are back to another dwarf phase the 3rd, and we are going again. We're going with the rock lobber. So, oh, gross! What did I say? The grudge thrower, the stone thrower. Oh, spit. And we are again picking on the Barakgore, and we have guessed 26 inches. Let's see how we did, mate. All right, we have landed on the back corner of the standard bearer there, so, you know, it's kind of in between the front and second rank, thereabouts. Not too shabby, pretty happy with that. An extra inch would have been the go, but that is all right. So, let's see, can we keep it there? Looking for that direct hit yet again. Ha! And we get, oh, it's a misfire! That's a misfire now! God damn it. Look, realistically, it's about time. I've been having some disgusting luck with my stone thrower, so let's see what happens. 1 is destroyed, 2 to 3 is disabled, cannot shoot for 2 turns, and 4 to 6 is just may not shoot for this turn. So, let's see how we go. Looking for a 4+ here. Hiya! 3, shooting for 2 turns. Brutal. So the normal smooth running of the machine and its crew is disrupted by some accident or freak occurrence. A rope snaps and lashes about wildly. A crewman sets the machine up wrongly so that it pulls itself apart. Or maybe a careless operator has become entangled in the mechanism. The machine engine does not shoot this turn and cannot fire next turn either while the damage is repaired. To help you remember, it is a good idea to turn the machine around to face from the enemy. In addition, one of the crew is slain. Snap! I've never read this far. Man, I should have read this. Caught by a snapping rope, entangled in the machinery, or thrown high into the air in place of the stone. Read the whole rule, people. That's important. Oh, well, there we go. So, boom. We turn him around. And, you know, this little man on the crank, you know, whipped out of his hand at high speed, shattering his shins. As he fell to the ground, it like whipped around and smashed in his skull. Oof, poor little crank man. Awesome. I mean, Jesus. Like, I'm not sure if I've rolled that recently. I usually just roll the 4 to 6, but I did not know that it killed one of the crew. Good to know. God, read the rules. Nice one, Christos. All right, well, that was lame. Okay, so not shooting for 2 turns. Very bad. Artillery Hill at this point is pretty much defunct because. So let's continue. Thunderers have done an about face to shoot at this herd that is sprinting up from the back line. And because they are not move or fire, I can turn on the spot and still shoot, which is pretty great. So it is still -1 for moving and -1 for shooting at skirmishers, but dwarf crafted handguns get +1 to hit at short range, so within 12 inches. So it is just -1 overall, which means these 10 boys are hitting on 5s. All right. 10 dwarves turn on the spot, seeing the beasts rushing at them, smelling the stink of their filthy furry bodies, and they aim down the sight of their dwarf crafted handguns and we get, oh, mate, looks like we get 4.
You get 4.
Heck yeah, that's pretty sweet. Love that. So I do need to kill 4 of these boys to force a panic check. Now these are strength 4 to toughness 3 Ungor, who are sprinting at the front here. So I just need 3s to hit. If I get perfect dice here, if I get all 3 ups and kill 4 of them, I don't need to put any more shots into them and just hope that they run away because they're cowards. Cowards needing 3s! 1? Very bad, very bad. I kill a single Ungor. Lame. Blah. Okay. Now begs the question. Do I put the organ gun into them, needing to kill 3 of them to force that panic check and hopefully get them to run away? Or do I pivot the organ gun to shoot at these Furies? Now, Furies will have a 5-up ward save, demon save against them. I do hit them automatically, which is cool, and I'll be, wounding them on 2s, but there's still 5 of them there. I'd need to kill all 5 to actually do something. Because they're immune to psychology, they're not going to panic. But if I don't, they're charging me. But if I don't, they're charging me. I don't really have any good options here, so you know what? Screw the Furies, I want the herd gone. So I'm going to pump the organ gun into this herd. That's what I'm doing. All right, here we go. I need a reasonable roll here on this artillery dice. The 4 would probably be okay, because I'm still killing them on 2s. The 2 would be useless. But really, I just need a lot. I need a lot. Give me a big one. Come on, please. So we pack the tubes with the gunpowder. We sight down at the running filthy beasts and... Oh, God, no! Oh, boy. Here we are again. I said it at the start that I was getting all the luck in the first 2 turns and it was going to turn around to bite me, and here we are, getting bitten. So the organ gun has its own misfire chart. 1 and 2 is destroyed. 3 and 4 can't shoot for 2 turns. 5 and 6 is can't shoot for 1 turn. All right, 5 or 6, please. Oh, she's destroyed! No! Okay, let's read the flavor text. Destroyed. The gun explodes with a mighty crack. Shards of metal and wood fly in all directions, leaving a hole in the ground. A cloud of black smoke and the stench of burnt beards. Amazing! The gun is destroyed and its crew are slain or injured. Remove the organ gun and its crew. Oh boy, oh biggity boy. That is the first time I have lost a war machine on the channel to a misfire. There it is. Double misfire in the 1 turn, lost a crew, lost a machine. So right here, there's just a crater with like burnt men and dead dwarves and shards of metal. These boys are like, oh my God, and are weeping for their fallen brothers. And some of them are muttering, like, well, that's what you get for working with filthy new things, isn't it? So there it is. Oh boy, things are not coming up Millhouse. Okay, that's my turn done. So spicy. So what did I do? I killed one of my own crew. I killed a single Ungor with the Thunderers and blew up my own machine. Oh boy. All right, well, Oh no, wait. There we go. I've still got my my gyrocopter. I've still got the little grape shot cannon. So we'll figure out how many of these bestigors are getting clapped. All right. So we have, by maximizing things on the template, have 3 fully covered this time, and 10 clips. So let's have a look-see. Let's see some more damage this time. These 10 are coming into the hit pool on 4s. The water is shrapnel, boys. Get on in. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Looks like 6, 1 above the average. Hell yeah. 6 plus 3 means 9 hits in total. We're wounding on 5s because it is a strength 3 grape shot shrapnel cannon. Just one again. You will have a 6 up armor save against this.
Here we go.
6 up for that heavy armor.
Nope.
No, another best gore goes down. Very good. I just needed those 5 ups, damn it. Okay, so that is it. I managed to kill a single Ungor and a single Bestigore. Not the best, not the best, not the worst, but that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 3. Beasts of Chaos, turn 3, drunken roll.
Here we go.
Here we go, mate. Are they drunk? They're
No.
not.
They're fine.
They're feeling good, feeling fine. They've shaken off the fug of their whatever it is, nasty. Like, what do you reckon they drink? Like fermented Centaur milk?
Quite possibly.
Drink their own milk? That's nasty.
That's why they get stupid, because they got a hangover from it, because it's so nasty.
So damn gross. All right, and that brings us to charges to declare. So do we have any?
We have several. Let's get some combat happening. The viewers want to see some dice rolling.
Yeah, we
So
want to see
let's-
some death.
Let's charge 1 herd into your Thunderers.
Into the Thunderers, very good.
The other herd into your Slayers.
Ooh, into the Slayers, very nice.
And the Giant into your Slayers.
Also into the Slayers, love it. Well, they have to hold. I will measure this up, so if you're outside of 5, I'll stand and shoot.
Yep.
If not, then I guess I'll just hold. I'll be interested to see if this is a flank charge or not as well. It depends, but very good. Those are the charges declared. We'll figure out what I do there once we take a quick break. That's it? No more charges?
No more charges.
No more charges. All right, and we do have a. So is it compulsory?
It is a compulsory.
And then remaining moves. So let's do that compulsory, sir. What are we doing with him?
What are we doing? That's it. That is a good question. We are charging into your hammerers.
Into the iron breakers.
The iron breakers.
The iron
Sorry,
breakers.
they're iron breakers.
Yeah, no hammers in the. Well, they've got hammers, just not big ones.
Yeah.
Very good. So you're going to pivot and go straight towards the iron breakers.
I am.
Love that. All right, sir. Well, pivot him and roll them dice. All right, rolling 2d6. Does he finally get the legs under him? 6 inches? Probably not enough.
Nope. Not enough.
Not enough. He still does not find the legs. He's so close, but yet no cigar. Just runs right into the front. We'll just keep him an inch away. He can't find his speed. Very good. That is the compulsory move step. Let's have a look at what we're doing here, and we'll be back. So we'll either be back with a stand and shoot or where everything has ended up, but this is where it all is now, and this is where everything ends up. They were too close to stand and shoot. So Damon, give me your wrap up, mate.
So the Furies of Flattrown into the back line.
Swoosh over to here.
The dogs just did a little pivot to once again try and pull the dwarves out of position. My minos, all they did was just a 6-inch wheel.
Indeed.
I've sort of put them into a bad position by being march blocked, but they're in a position to charge next turn.
Indeed.
Possibly. I've just moved this herd over to the side. They've just scooted across, just mainly to get out of the charge arc or the overrun possibly of those.
The iron breakers.
Yeah, the iron breakers, which are could possibly take out the spawn. I'm not sure. My dogs, once again, they backed up another half move to allow room for the Bestigores to get in. My chariot has trundled round, getting ready to charge in as well.
Indeed.
And the Senegors are just wheeling around, coming
Wheeling
around.
and dealing.
Yeah, wheeling and dealing to get, because they didn't have any good charges on this side, so
Indeed.
they're just going to keep on coming around.
Very good, and yes, obviously these guys made their charge, slamming into
And
the
they're
front.
in.
This is the messiest of combats here because stupid hills and, models. But we've got 5 of them in base contact at the front, but we've had to go 7 wide because otherwise they'd be stacking up into this unit that is here. So we've gone, 2 ranks of 7, I believe it is, with maybe an extra dude hanging out the back. Or a few dudes hanging out the back, thereabouts. Anyway, we did it as best we could.
Yeah, it was
this.
a bit messy.
Oh boy. So that is it. That's the movement phase done, and we move into another magic phase. What are we doing, Damon?
Look, we're just going to try Pit of Shades from our shaman here, and he's going to try and cast it onto your iron breakers.
Onto the iron breakers.
Onto the iron breakers.
A 3 dice Pit of Shades.
3 dice Pit of Shades.
Need an 11.
Needing an 11.
Slash a double 6. Oh, we only get a 9. Lame. There's been no magic this game.
Well, I've got 1 dice left, so...
Oh.
No, it's not going to be any point because you can just dispel it.
I mean, you can try. But yeah, this is really not. Go on, throw a dice. Why
I'll throw a
not?
dice.
You've
I need
got
a
dice.
6.
What do you need here?
I'm just going to cast Creeping Death, the magic missile.
Yep, fantastic. On the iron breakers?
No, I'm going to cast it on those guys.
Ooh, on the warriors.
Yeah, on
Very
the warriors.
good.
I need a 6, and then you have to roll just 1s.
Yep.
So...
he's
got
rolled a 6! Oh, that means I have to throw dice.
You have to throw dice.
Well, and I need to make sure I don't throw double 1s. So 3 dice should get a 6. Statistically, that should be fine. Let's throw 3 dice. Sure enough, I get a 6, so no double 1s. In fact, I get an 11, sir. So huzzah! Sorry, bro. You got your 6, though.
I got a 6.
That was pretty sweet.
That was nice.
That was pretty sweet.
That was my consolation
Hell
prize.
yeah. All right. We've finally got some combats. It's happened.
Yeah,
Blood will be drawn, axes will be swung, and death shall come. So, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Thunderers on the hill or the Slayers, the Big Bash? What do
Let's
you
take
want?
out the Thunderers first.
Very good, sir. So, I don't have any champions or anything in here, so no challenges can be declared. Do you have a champion?
I do have a champion.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So you've got 5 guys in there, and one of them is the champ. You do need to roll the champ separate.
I do. So I'll roll my champion, the Foe Render.
The Foe
He's got
Render.
3 attacks.
Very good.
Weapon skill 4.
Hitting on 4s. Getting 2. Very
Strength
nice.
4.
2 toughness 4. He's wounding on 4s. Oh, he gets the 2 wounds. Very nice, sir. Spicy rolls. I have light armor, hand weapon, and shield, which gives me a 4-up armor save, which goes to 5 up because of strength 4. 5 up armor saves, they raise their shields, and neither of them get clanged. So two brave Dwarven Thunderers get hewn down by the Foe Render.
Now 8 attacks.
Fantastic from the remaining
Weapon skill
4 men,
4.
needing 4s to hit. Ooh,
That's
1?
really paltry.
Dear God.
Wow, look at that.
Mate.
Why didn't you roll that for your...
Poultry, that was chicken. Bok bok.
And strength 3.
So 5's to wound. No wound.
wow.
Oof, okay.
That's...
Not the best.
No, that's...
Well, you did kill 2 guys from the front rank, so I've only got 3 left to fight you. So we are going to hit you back on 4s for weapon skill 4. We only get a single hit. We are also strength 3 to your toughness 4 gore. So 5's to wound. Come on. Yes, I kill a gore.
You kill a gore.
Amazing. That's pretty sweet. So, sir, you got 2 kills.
Yep.
You have a rank.
Yep.
And you outnumber me. We're both on a hill, but are you on the higher part of the hill?
I would think I'm on the higher
I
part
would
of
think
the
you
hill.
are too. Does that matter? Like if you're on the higher part or if we're just both on the hill? I'm not 100% sure. Let's just put it in for now and we'll figure it out later. But you're definitely on the higher part of the slope. So, and I killed 1 guy and I also have a rank. Oh boy. So you are winning by 3, assuming that you're on the higher part of the hill. Can you check to see if my general's within 12 inches over here, my friend? All right, so I am in general's leadership range and the leadership range of the battle standard bearer. Now we just checked the wording on the whole hill thing and combat res. In one part it says if they are in a higher position, and on the other one it says if you're positioned like, at the edge of the slope of a hill. Both kind of lead in both ways here. I'm just going to say that, you are on obviously the higher part of this slope. I'm down at the bottom. You've come from the top somehow, but that is how it's happened. So I'm going to give you the extra combat res for sure. It feels right. So I am leadership 10, -3, down to leadership 7. Re-rollable for the battle standard bearer. Can the Thunderers hold? Here we go. Leadership 7. That is a 9. Oh boy, their resolve wavers. But then they realize the standard bearer, the great battle standard bearer, imbues them with courage, and they think again about fleeing and breaking, and they roll the 9. They do. They are gonna break. The poor Thunderers. Would you like to chase, sir?
I will pursue.
You will pursue?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I am going 2d6 -1 for the short legs of the dwarves. Yeah! 6 inches in total. 7. You catch and butcher them, sir. Very good. Oh boy, you know what? I'm going to remove that in just a moment. We'll resolve that in a sec, but that will be a panic check for these guys right here at the end of the phase. Okay, that's that combat sorted. You've butchered the Thunderers. Love that. Let's come over here, sir. Now, you do have a unit champion, a foe render, and I also have a giant slayer in this combat. Now, would you like to declare a challenge?
Sure.
You will? Fabulous. My giant slayer will accept. So as these units come slamming into the front and as the giant comes trundling in, these two mighty warriors eye each other off and push through the ranks till they are facing off with each other. Sweet. Let's fight it out. Let's get in tight on this beautiful, beautiful combat of slayers, chaos giants, and Gores and beast gores
and ungores.
And ungores, indeed. All right, sir. Starting with the challenge. Let's go with your foe render. 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Hitting on 4s. Oh, mate, nice. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 4s for strength 4. This is it. He needs a single 4 up, and he's killed him. You do. What do you got here? That's a 5, and
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a 5. So very good. A kill and a point of overkill, sir. For the challenge. Very nice. Look at him. Poor little man. Poor little slayer of giants. Put down by a foe render. We'll just pop that point there so we know he is worth an extra. Nice. So now, before the rest of the combat goes, we have to do the giant table, right? Is that how this works?
Either or. Doesn't really... Well, yeah, I guess so. We've got to do the... we can do the giant. All right, we're rolling up on the giant combat table. So he's fighting little things. By lighting little things, let's see what he does.
Oh, wow. That's got to be good.
Swing with club.
Yeah, that's what you want. Brutal. All right, swinging with club. He's swinging in with D6, strength 6 hits. Oh, boy. My poor slayers. 6 of them. Jesus.
6 strength, 6
Jesus
hits.
God. Uh-oh. And so they hit automatically, is that right?
D6 hits allocated as shooting.
Yep, beautiful. All right, so yes, 6 hits have just come in at strength 6, so just killing on 2s here. Brutal. And you've rolled 2 1s, so 4 slayers do go down. Boom, boom, boom. Nasty. All right, sir. So now you can go with the rest of your gores here.
Two gores.
2 gores.
So 4 attacks, weapon skill 4.
Looking for 4s. Very good. They've all hit. Wow.
I'd prefer this to be the wounds.
Indeed.
But anyway, here we go.
Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 of them. Another 2 dwarves do bite the dust, sir. So you've killed everything in the front rank, so nothing is fighting back. But they are the slayers, so they are unbreakable. So that's just the end of the combat. But oh boy, you put them down in droves. In droves, sir. That was brutal. Cool. All right, so we'll I'll kind of tidy this up and we'll come back with the pursuit. All right, and that is where the pursuers ended up after butchering the poor Thunderers. There's just dead dwarves scattered here as they tried to run down the hill. butchered and hewn into pieces. So that just leaves the panic check for these here crew of the grudge thrower after, seeing their friends get butchered right next to them. Leadership 9. They are fleeing, lol, and they're running directly away from what panicked them, so straight towards the table edge. 7 inches, probably enough to get them out of dodge. Not quite. They are right on the edge of the field. Okay. So close. Not that matters. But there they are. They've run away. Oh boy, everything's turning around. But that's it. You're in a solid position now, and you are the chip leader in terms of kills.
Yep.
So things are looking good for the beasts at this point.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, mate. So that is it. That is the end of Beasts of Chaos, turn 3. Dwarves, turn 4. Things are looking grim. Alright, so it is declare charges, and I am going to declare one. My Iron Breakers with my General and Battle Standard Bearer are going to attempt to charge the spawn. That will be a leadership test at leadership 10. We can charge it. We do not fear the spawn. Lovely. I don't think there's much point in trying to charge anything else. I've maybe got a 6-inch charge on those dogs, but that just gets me off the objective and killing some useless dogs and potentially giving my flank to the Barakgores, so no. I did consider charging these dogs and hoping to break them and therefore running out of the charge arc of these Minotaurs, but even that, I don't really see how that helps me. All it means is that on the following turn, they turn to face me, or they just move up here to start flanking my General. So they just have to stay here. They're not charging anything. They're just going to stay and cop it. So that's it. Just the one charge. Let's rally some fleeing troops back here at leadership 9. They do rally. Well done, boys. You'll turn around. Yeah. And so turn 4 means that on turn 5, they ran, 7 inches away? Yeah. So they can get within an inch of it to maybe shoot it on turn 6. Excellent. All right, so that's it. So that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. I basically just backed up with a couple of units. This unit backed up 1.5 inches. This unit backed up just so that we are, getting as little of our rear exposed over here to potential things here and keeping everything in the front arc. So there it is. There's not much for me to do except just continue to cop it sweet. So let's keep copping it, baby. We do have a charge, so let's resolve it, and then we'll come over to this one, which will be much more sad. So here we go. The big unit of Iron Breakers with the Battle Standard Bearer and the General Borek Thunderbrow Thorixon have come slamming into the hideous Chaos spawn. So let's start with Borek, because why the hell not? He has a great weapon, but he is on the charge, so he's striking in. He's got weapon skill 7, so he is hitting on 3s. Oh boy, he's only hit 2 of them. He is strength 6, so he is wounding this filthy monstrosity on 3s, because it is toughness 5. On 3s. Ah, he's done no wins. Oh boy. Nothing's coming up Millhouse. All right. We've got Thane Thorin. He's also weapon skill 6, so he's hitting it on 3s. There we go, 2 hits. He's strength 5 for a single rune of cleaving, wounding on 4s. He does get 2 wounds. 2 wounds on the filthy beast. And then we've just got 2 regular Iron Breakers, weapon skill 5, hitting him on 3s. Only getting a single hit. He's strength 4 to toughness 5. A single 5 up will fell the beast. It has a single wound remaining. Can the lone Iron Breaker swing in and kill the beast? Can he do it? Do it! Yes! Yes, a little bit of luck for the dwarves. Some glory. I love it. Oh, I forgot my gyrocopter. Can I shoot my
yeah,
jars? Sorry, man.
No,
that's bloody,
you can't.
That's
We've gone
bloody
past
shocking.
the phase. Yes, of course you can. Of course you can.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. But yes, we destroy the unit. Fabulous. Ooh, that's going to be some panic checks.
I know. I just realised that a minute ago.
Spicy. I didn't even think about that at all.
Yes, that's why I was really hoping that last one would stay.
That's very fair, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're a gentleman, sir. Thank you for allowing me to shoot my thing. We'll just quickly figure out how many of these boys are getting hit here. All right, so we've got 3 completely under the template and 8 being clipped. One of the ones completely under the template is the general. So, sir, you will have your 2 up. Look out, sir, for the general.
He
Very good.
shoves
He's
a Barakgore in the way.
Yeah, he does. And the rest of these Barakgore are coming into the hit pool on 4s. Ooh, 2? 2 out of the 8? Gross. Thanks, Dice. All right, let's see some more 5-ups to wound this time, because he's only got 6-up armor saves. Not just 1 would be nice. Here we go, 5s to wound. Rah. 2, look at that, less dice, more wounds. All right, so 2 6-ups.
2 6s.
Oh, you dirty dog, you still get one. I consistently plink a Barakgore off each turn. Huzzah. Boo to this game, boo. I say that now that I'm losing. But okay, so that's, it's time for a couple of spicy panic checks. You can
Well, are
remove
you going
the
to
dead thing.
overrun? Is that...
No. No, I'm not. I don't think there's any point. So no overrun. I did charge in and kill it, but I'll just stay there. So let's see some panic checks, sir. Do you want to start with the dogs or the beast herd?
Oh, yeah, I've got 2. Okay. Let's go with the dogs first.
The dogs, leadership 5 for the dogs.
Whoop.
They make it! Amazing!
Hello.
That should have been your first roll. All right, let's see the herd now,
Okay,
sir.
now they're definitely in 12.
They're within 12 of the general. Leadership 8. Here we go. 4. Wow, you rolled under 5 twice. You dirty dog. All right, cool. A couple of little panics there. Could have been nice. Honestly, we discussed it over the off channel. God,
Off air.
off camera. That neither of these are really instrumental to your win at the moment, but still could have been nice. But that, we've still got this combat over here. What am I doing? All right, sir. Let's roll up your giant again.
Let's roll up the.
Let's roll on the giant table.
Here we go. Whoop.
Hiya. 1.
I think I just
ball.
win combat.
You do. Lame.
Win by 2.
Just win by 2. That's so lame. It just means that I don't even get a chance to attack you. Because no matter what, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. I just want to kill some stuff. Lame. Okay, well, that's it. That's the end of Dwarf turn 4. We killed a spawn and a single Barakgore. Hell yeah, there we go. That's something. But that is it. That is the end of Dwarves turn 4. Beasts of Chaos turn 4. However, we are dipping back into my turn, the start of my turn, in fact, because there was a terror test needed here from this unit because they were within 6 inches of that giant. I don't like this. They are within 12 inches / were within 12 inches of the general. Leadership 10, please, no. Yay! Game state restored, thank God. So no terror for them. Nice. Okay, sir, it is the beginning of your turn. We've got a drunken roll.
Drunken roll, let's do it.
Let's see how drunk they are. 2? Nothing. It's only the 1 that's
It's a 1 or a
correct.
6.
Yeah, okay, cool. And so then we have charges to declare.
Ooh.
All right, what are we doing?
Well, we've got a lot of charges. I don't know if I'm being greedy, but here we go. The chariot is going to charge into the flank of your slayers.
Very good.
This beast herd is going to charge into the rear of your warriors.
Fantastic.
The furies charge into the flank of
the same warriors.
My Barakgores are going to attempt to charge into there.
Yep, fantastic.
And my Minotaurs are going to charge your
warriors with great weapons.
Yep.
Very good. That's all the charges declared. And so then we have an unruly
check.
On a 1?
Yep.
They are, but so they have to charge.
They have to charge your iron breakers.
Excellent. That makes me happy. All right, sir. So I would let's just quickly because now is there any compulsory? There's no compulsory.
There's
right?
no compulsory. No.
So then we'd go to remaining moves. So the only thing I need to check is If they are in range of them, which honestly they are, then I'm going to have to do a panic check for getting hit in the rear by them, and then a fear check for getting hit in the flank.
I don't think you take the in the rear because you're not already engaged in combat.
Ah.
It's only if you're already engaged.
At the start of the turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not taking the panic check this turn. So it'll just be the fear check for them.
Correct.
All right, well, in which case, we know that they're within 20-inch range, so let's just do that now. Fear check, leadership 10. We fear not on a 10. Fabulous. All right, so that brings us to remaining moves. So this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. Oh boy, it's looking real spicy for the dwarves. Now I do owe Damon a fear check from these minotaurs. Leadership 10. They're all right.
Yeah,
they fear them not.
They're nice.
Lovely. All right. I mean, there's not much of a wrap up. These guys swung around, getting into, congestion. Indeed. Getting into congestion. Thanks, mate. Coming up to contest the center / getting ready for these guys to maybe recruit. Everything made its charge. Everything is in combat. The dogs just stuck around because
I don't know. I'm confused as to what to do with them.
They've done their job. But oh boy, look at all this. Everything is combat. Everything is bad. This flank is not the worst for me, but this was very lucky for me, forcing them into a combat with me that I should win. Yeah. But this flank is dead. There's no doubt about it. This is all over Red Rover. So there's no magic phase because the only spell that this guy can cast that is not a magic missile is Pit of Shades, which has to be cast at unengaged units. Yep. So that's it. We're straight into the combat phase. Oh boy! Where do you want to start, mate?
Look, let's just start over here with the giant.
The giant again?
And I'll roll impact hits go first for the
yes,
the chariot.
Absolutely. The chariot goes first. Impact hits. D6 +1 for sides. Oh, you son of a gun.
That'll be 7 impact hits.
Oh, is that how many? Is that how many it is?
Yes.
Oh boy, everything's turned poor for the dwarves. All right, sir. Strength 5, so killing on 3s. You've only dropped 2, so that will be 5. 5 brave little dwarves seeking their doom have found it this day to the scythed wheels of a chariot. Brutal. Very good. That is the impact hits done, and then we would still resolve the rest of the charging unit before we would move on to him. So
2 task scores.
Yeah, 2 task
Weapon
scores.
skill 3.
Very good. Hitting on 4s. No hits. A single gore or ungore.
There's an ungore with a spear.
Yep, hitting on 4s.
Nope.
Missing.
Nope. And a bestigore.
Indeed.
Great weapon.
Hitting on 4s. Missing.
No.
All right.
God.
Very good. All right, and then we're back to the always hilarious giant. All right, sir. So let's roll on that table. A 4. I don't know what 4 is.
No, I don't either.
Very good. We'll find out. All right, 4 is swing with club, so we're getting another D6 strength 6 hits. Just the 1 this time. Killing on it 2. Yes, another 1 is felled. Boots. Very good. That's 1 from the front rank and this many from the flank. Okay, then we come down to these boys.
Yep. Foe render.
Foe render.
3 attacks.
Indeed. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 4s. Killing on 4s because they're naked. Nope. And then,
4 more.
Wow, yeah, 2 more. 2 more gores coming in on 4s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Ooh, they do kill 1, mate. So, all right. So, this killed, I don't know, they killed the 2 guys in the flank here, and then, I don't know, does that count as my front rank getting killed, or does it come from the back at that point? Because he killed 5. But he's hit the flank, so he's killed those 2, and then, I don't know, the next 2, and then 1.
Yep.
So that left 3 in the front. He killed 1, and they killed 1. So that leaves me with 1 guy. 1 guy left in the front. I guess. I'm not 100% sure how that's supposed to work, whether these guys are getting killed from the front rank now or not, but that's how I'm doing it. So 1 Slayer striking back, and I'm going to strike, I guess, do I even get to choose? Could it have been, one of the guys in base contact with him left? how far through does it go? Would you just kill them all along the line?
Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
It's smashing into them like that.
Yep.
So it'll just be this guy on the corner.
Okay.
Swinging into the gores, hitting on 4s. He gets a hit. His strength 3 raises to 4 to match the toughness of this gore. Doesn't wound. Very good. All right, well, they lose horrendously, but they stay because they are unbreakable, and that's what they do. They're just getting butchered to a man, which is their role. All right, sir, where do you want to go next?
Let's go. Let's just move across.
Move across.
Let's move
the
across.
big one. All right, my friend. So your general / your champion. Does anyone want to declare a challenge?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Who?
My general.
Your general? Yes, of course. Barakgore.
Barakgore.
the Beastlord.
Bellows out.
Very good. Bellows a challenge. And you know what? Frickin' Thalgrim Spellsbane steps forward to fight him. It's a bad choice, but he's doing it because he's dwarves and honor and all of that.
Okay.
So hell yeah, dwarves. All right, mate. Tell me how Barakgore fights.
He's got 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
4 attacks.
You know what?
Weapon skill.
I'll do it. I'll do it. It's such a bad choice, but I'm doing it. No, I renege. I'm not taking it with my Thalgrim. I'm taking it with the unit champion. Taking it with the champion.
So,
it's such cowardice. Very good, sir. Swang at him.
4 attacks. Weapon skill 6.
Hitting all 3s.
That's all of them.
Gets them all. Very good.
And that is toughness, strength 7.
Strength 7. Killing on 2s. Yep. All of them. Wow, perfect dice. Look at you go. All right, sir. So he has a 3-up armor save, and strength 7 is -4, so he gets no armor save. So you butcher him for 4, which means he is worth 4. Very good. He will be worth 4. His wound +3. Yep. Okay, let's continue, sir.
You've got a unit champion.
You just killed him.
Oh, I killed him.
You
But
just
you've
killed
got
him.
a
I've got a
character?
runesmith, yes.
Okay. My champion will attack your runesmith.
Very good.
And then the rest will go into the unit.
Very good.
So I'll roll for the runesmith.
For the runesmith.
Weapon skill 4.
Yep, to my weapon skill 5, so hitting him on 4s. A single hit. Strength 6 to toughness 4, so wounding on 2s. You do wound him. He has a 3-up armor save for Gromril with the rune of stone on it. Strength 6 is -3.
Yep.
So he's got a 6-up armor save. Come on, Thalgrim! No, he takes a wound. 1 wound remaining on Thalgrim.
And then 3 into the unit.
Very good. On 4s.
4s.
Oh, lame. I needed you to miss those.
Yeah.
God damn it. And 2s. You missed the 2-ups.
Yeah, well,
hilarious.
Just did it the other way round.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries.
I'll have a single 6-up armor save for 3-up, -3. Ha! No. A brave dwarf falls. Blam. All right. Very good. So then...
Let's go to the back.
Yeah, we'll go to the back, the gores. Let's get tight on this. Look at all these boys swanging in at my unit.
Foe render.
Foe render on
Weapon skill
4s.
4.
A single hit.
Single hit.
Wounding on 4s. He does wound. I will have my 4-up armor save. I save it. That's my first armor save. Heck yeah. And then
10.
10 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Ooh.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's not good.
No, that's not good.
No, that's 5. That's half of them. That's the average. That's great. That's just fine. Yeah, hang on. Did you say 10 attacks? How many dice did you just roll?
I rolled too many.
Bro.
So I did. No, my apologies. How many did I roll?
Yeah.
So, I rolled 12. Oh, God.
Shocker.
Oh, no.
All right.
Flame me in the comments.
4s to hit. Lol. And you got 5. There we go. Lovely. Statistical. That's why it looked bad, because there was way more misses than hits.
Okay, so now I need 5s.
Indeed. 5s to wound, sir. 1. Very good. And a 3-up armor save, which I save. Yep. Very good.
And then the
Furies.
Furies, I think they're weapon skill 4. And there's 5 of them in contact. That is 5 dice.
Yep, very good. Hitting on 4s, sir, the Furies. Getting 3 hits. Very
and
nice.
I think they're strength 3.
Pretty sure.
No, they're strength 4.
Ah,
Strength 4.
they are strength 4. They're wounded on 4s. Oh, 2 wounds. Very nice, sir. And that will give me 2 4-up armor saves. Oh, I save 1, but another man does fall. Oh, boy. All right, so that's 1 from the flank and 2 from the front. All right, so I get to attack back. Cool. Let's start with the front. So we will start with the one... Oh, steady now, Krista, steady. The one dwarf warrior that is left in the front to attack back into the front. So he will be hitting on 4s. He misses. We'll go with the 5 warriors that are attacking into the rear. And they will be hitting on 4s. Oh, only 2. Not the best. And wounding on 5s. Oh, wow,
Whoa,
2 wounds.
hello.
Big money. Love that.
That's 2 gores.
Yeah, a couple of the gores go down. Very nice. And then I will have 3 of them attacking into the flank, because you did kill 1 from the flank.
I did, yeah.
So 3 attacking into the Furies. Weapon skill 4, did you say?
Weapon skill 4.
Very good. Hitting them on 4s. I do get 2 hits.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, so wounding on 4s. A single wound, you'll have your 5-up demon save. No, a fury goes down. All right, and then I have my runesmith, Thalgrim Spellsbane. The only reason why I didn't put him in the challenge, because he actually has a chance to do some killing here, and he would have been dead in the challenge, absolutely. So let's see if he can do some killing. He only has 2 attacks, and he's weapon skill 5. With his great weapon. And I'll put 1 into the champion and 1 into the unit, because why not? So into the champion, hitting him on 3s, very good. And into the unit, hitting him on 3s, no good. Wounding the champion on a 2, very good. I do kill the unit champion, sir. Blam! Smash him down. And that's it. Oh boy. All right, let's do you, sir. So, you got, what am I looking at here? Yes, thank you. We got 4, 5, 6. 6 wounds in total. You have 2 ranks out of all of the combats. You do have a banner. You definitely outnumber. You have a rear charge and a flank charge. Because those Furies are still unit strength 5.
Still unit strength 5, yeah.
Beautiful.
There's 5 of
them. And I killed 4 wounds. I had 3 ranks and a banner. Ooh, diggity damn, I am still losing by 5. Those 4 wounds from your general did a huge amount of work there. Okay, losing by 5. We are in range of the general, so leadership 10 goes down to leadership 5, re-rollable for the battle standard bearer. Can they hold? Can the bravery of the dwarves hold them in place under insurmountable odds, getting smashed in the flank, in the flank, in the front, in the rear? Leadership 5. Ha! Oh, that's a 7. Rerollable for the battle standard bearer. Does the standard of the dwarves, the battle standard of Borek Thunderbrow Thorikson, inspire the units to bravery? It does not. They are going to run. And they're going to be running backwards because that is the highest unit strength.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna flee, sir. Who wants to chase?
The Furies will pursue.
And that's
and
it.
I'll try and restrain with the others.
All right, so let's get those restraint rolls. Who's restraining first?
We'll restrain with Barakgore.
Barakgore, leadership 8. He restrains, restraining with the gores. Also, leadership 8. Also restraining. All right, so they're just chilling, but the Furies are chasing. It makes sense. They've got the high lead, the high movement. So I'm running 2d6 -1. Oh, for a whopping 9 inches.
Ooh.
9 inches. Can you catch him? You can't. No. Ridiculous. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, I'll put, this is 10 inches, but it goes down to 9 inches here. That's how far they'll be running. Yep. And they were going how far?
They're going 7.
7 inches.
Yeah,
so just pop a 7 next to them.
Yeah.
Because we must resolve the rest of the combats before we move any of this.
There is a sacred sequence that we must adhere to.
Indeed, sir. The sacred sequence. I like it. All right, shall we just continue
Yeah, let's
along?
continue across. I don't want to do this one,
Yay!
but yeah.
To a combat that's going to make us hopefully a little bit happier. All right, sir, do you want to declare a challenge with any of your people in there?
No.
No? Well, look, Borek Thunderbrow Thorikson will declare a challenge, sir.
Yeah.
Who would you like to accept with?
Oh, look, I'll accept with my champion to get...
Lol.
Hey, you did the same.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
come
You're goddamn right, I did. Very good. All right, well, Borek's going to go first, sir. He's got 4 attacks at weapon skill 7.
I charged.
Oh, yeah, what am I saying? Jesus. And I've got a great weapon. Thanks, mate. Bloody hell. It was like, yeah, I challenged, so I go. I'm like, no.
Okay.
No.
3 attacks.
3 attacks. Hitting on 4s, sir. Ooh, 2 hits. Very nice.
Strength 4.
2 toughness 5, so winning on 5s. Oh, double 6! Max levels of spice. Well, I have a 1-up armor save, which is reduced by 1 to make it a 2-up armor save. I save them both. Fabulous.
Had a ward save too.
Yeah, I did. I also got to re-roll that.
That's
so.
it. Yeah, exactly.
He's a hard nut to crack, old Borek. All right, he's got 4 attacks. He is swinging in at weapon skill 7, hitting on 3s. Oh, bloody heck. Only getting 2 hits. Shocking. Not like your boy getting freaking perfect dice. And 2s to kill. He does with 1 point of overkill.
Overkill.
1 point.
Mark an overkill there.
Very good. All right, sir. And then the rest of your unit can fight as you see fit.
All right. Well, let's just do regular gores. So I've got 2, 4, 6 attacks.
6 attacks.
2, 4, 6.
That's it. Count them out carefully.
Count them
mate.
out, David. Count them out. That's 6 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. That'll be 3.
Very nice. Love the averages.
Winning on 5s.
Winning on 5s. Toughness 4 dwarves. Strength 3 gores.
1.
1 wound. We do get a 2-up armor save for Gromril armor, shield, and hand weapon. Yes, and we save it on a 6.
I am now going to attack your battle standard bearer.
Very good.
With my battle standard bearer.
Ooh, it's standard v standard. Look at them go. Holding their standards aloft and swinging in with righteous fury.
So he's weapon skill 4.
Very good.
2 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
No, he's not going to do anything.
Hang on, has he only got 2 attacks?
Yeah, Wargore's only got 2.
No, you'd have 3.
Wargore's got...
You'd have 3.
He's got 3 attacks, so he's got 1 more.
What are you doing, right? Hitting on 4s.
I think I was looking at Brace Shaman.
He
No,
misses.
see, that's why.
Very good, that's why.
They weren't going to.
It wasn't going to do it.
But then I do have my Brace Shaman.
Yep, who has to attack my battle standard
Who's
bearer.
going to take your battle standard bearer using his Brace staff as the staff of Darkoth as a great weapon.
Makes sense.
So
attacks.
this is 2 attacks, weapon skill 4.
Hitting on 4s. He gets a hit. He's wounding on 2s.
Strength, yeah.
Oh, wait,
he's
up to
strength 3,
5.
so he's strength 5.
So winning on 3s then.
There's a wound.
There's a wound.
There's a wound.
Ooh. So I have a 4-up armor save, which is negative by 2, which gives him a 6-up armor save.
Oh, come on.
It just clangs off the Gromril.
Yeah, fair
Ridiculous.
No, fair enough.
Sorry,
this is how it should go.
Indeed. All right, and so then the rest of the unit's going to go through.
That's all my attacks.
Yeah. So then we're going to go my... what is he? He is a battle standard bearer, my Thane Thorin. And he is not going to swing into your battle standard bearer because he sees a juicy target of a shaman.
Yeah, so, fair enough.
He's going to put his 3 attacks into the shaman, hitting him on 3s. He misses 1, but 2 hits come through. He's strength 5 to your toughness 4, wounding him on 3s. I do get them both, sir. No armor, I'm assuming?
No armor.
He goes down. Boom, we butcher the shaman. Filthy magic user. And then we have, 2, 4, 5 attacks of the remaining Dwarven warriors, the Iron Breakers. 2 from the Iron Beard and another 3 guys. Just going into the unit. So hitting on 3s. Ooh. Getting 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding / killing on 4s. Just the one. Just the 1 wound, sir. So 1 gore does go down. And that's the combat done. All right.
You've done enough.
Let's have a look-see. So how many wounds did I put through in total? 4.
So you put through 5.
5? Oh, yes, because I killed the shaman.
Two for the shaman, 2 for the challenge, and 1 Mongol.
Very good. I also have 3 ranks, a banner, outnumber, and the rune of battle on my standard. You have a banner and a rank at the start. All right, my friend. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They are breaking automatically.
No, that's not surprising.
Indeed.
I would have, if they hadn't, I would have been more surprised.
Indeed, shocked, appalled even.
That's it.
Well, look, I'll chase them because I need to try and get me some points at this point. So, all right, sir, you are running at 2d6.
Come on, these little goatee legs. You can do it.
The goat legs that could. Oh, yeah, 10. That's a big roll. I need to see an 11 to catch them. And that's going to put me very far away from the shrine, which is probably not the best, to be honest. But I'm not winning the shrine no matter what at this point. So we need to see an 11 to catch them and butcher them. Ha! No. We'll go 2 inches forward. Lovely. So that's 2 inches for them, 10 inches for you.
There'll be a panic test on those dogs.
Indeed, a panic test on the dogs, and if the Minotaurs are still here, them as well.
So let's do the Minotaurs.
Yeah, Minotaur time. And in fact, let's just quickly. Nah, it's not going to be a panic test for my general from them running. But let's go to the Minotaurs.
So 9 attacks.
Yep, because 3 of them in base contact.
Yeah, the one out.
Couldn't quite make it.
Weapon skill 4.
Very good. Hitting on 4s.
We need lots.
You do, mate.
We need lots.
Need all of them. Looks like you got average.
Nah, I got 4.
All right. And killing on 2s. Killing on 2s. Look at a look. Ah, man.
Yeah, that's
3 of them.
3. Nah, they're running.
Well, they're at least going to be testing. So you killed 3, which leaves me with a single dwarf and the champion.
I should have gone the champion.
Indeed.
Yeah, silly me.
So we're going to be hitting you back on 4s. Nah, we missed them all. Jesus, that's not good.
That's lucky.
Yeah, indeed, mate. So you killed 3, and that's it.
Yeah.
I had 3 ranks. I had a banner and outnumber. So I win by 2.
Wow.
So leadership 6?
Yep.
Leadership 6. All right, mate. Leadership 6. Can they stay? Oh, they do! Amazing! Gosh, look at this. That's pretty spicy. All right. So now, at the end of the combat, we have some panic checks. So if they panic and run now, I can catch and chase them because I won the round of combat. All right. Who do you want to start with? The dogs or the...
let's do the dogs first.
Very good. Leadership 5 on the dogs. They are going to run 3d6. They're going to be running this way. What is that? 8 inches?
8 inches.
Very good. Just leave that next to them for now. And then a leadership 8. Panic check for these Minotaurs.
Re-rollable for the Mark of Chaos Undivided.
That's spicy, mate. That's spicy.
But we don't need it.
We don't need it. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to have to move all of these fleeing people and we'll be back. All right, and after everything has been moved and butchered, this is how it ends up. My boys managing somehow to break out of that encircling combat and run over here, dropping their banner, which is captured by the Furies, and the Furies ending up 2 inches behind them. Because I rolled a 9, a 10, -1 to a 9, and they rolled a 7, so they end up 2 inches back. These held, the dogs ran, and the herd has again broken from combat, and I have captured their standard here. So a couple of standards dropped and captured, but no units destroyed, which is super, super strange. Unusual. But there it is. That's it. We're going into turn 5, but this is the end of Beasts of Chaos. Turn 4. Dwarves turn 5. Let's see if we can somehow come back from the wreckage that has been, the last couple of turns. Can we rise like a dwarven phoenix? Probably not, but let's try. So, charges to declare. I don't think there are any. My Ironbreakers can't see anything to charge, and they're the only unengaged unit that isn't fleeing. So, no charges. Let's go to rally fleeing troops. These are leadership 9 boys. They've got a musician, which makes them leadership 10. They are in the general's leadership, bubble as well, but leadership 10 is the max. So, leadership 10, rally. Ha! They rally. Amazing. Well, I'll turn them to face everybody, I guess. Let's try and, just get everybody in the front arc again, because that's all dwarves can do, is try and keep things in the front arc. Wow, I can't believe they're alive. It's utterly ridiculous. They don't have a banner, but they're still, very healthy. Ridiculous. So that brings us to remaining moves. So, this is where everything is now, and this is where everything ends up. Alright, my two little crew have marched their way back and recrewed the machine. Excellent, lovely. You saw them rally, and my general has abandoned the objective because there's no way that I can keep more than you have on this objective right now. So I've abandoned it and just marched after the unit that is fleeing away from me, hoping that if they rally, I can charge them, which will either force them to flee again or take the charge and hopefully I butcher them. Either way, maybe claiming their points by the end of the game. It was really the only thing that I could see as a way to get maximum points with that unit, because this unit, if I turned around and marched over here, all you have to do is just avoid them and they get no points. Whereas here, maybe I claim them. So that's that. There is no shooting phase because they have, only just recruited it this turn, and also this was just come out of, getting past its misfire. They've just, as they got back here, they pulled their friend's corpse out of the cranks and whatnot. They've pulled him out. Good on you, boys. They came back for their mate's body. That's all they came back for. So that is, that's movement, that's shooting, that's everything. We just go straight back into a combat. It is going to be these warriors against the Minotaurs. Now we both have great weapons, but I won the last combat, so I do strike first. And it's going to be 6 attacks, 5 dwarves, and one of them is a dwarven veteran. We are weapon skill 4 to your weapon skill 4. We need 4s to hit. I need an above average roll here. I need more than the 3. Come on, give it to me. Give me 4. I need 4. Grungy and Valea! And I get 3. Lame. The Dwarven gods did not hear my call, but very good. I got the average. We are strength 5 to toughness 4.
4, yeah.
Toughness 4, so we're wounding on 3s. Here we go. 3s to wound. I need all of these, please. I only get 2. So you'll still have all of your Minotaurs swinging back, sir. That's very bad. All right, my friend. Swing at me.
I very optimistically picked up my 9 dice ready to roll.
Well, there you go, mate.
Here we go.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, Jesus. You missed 2? Alright, this is the nail in the coffin for the dwarves, people. You butcher these boys on 2s. A single one. No, 2 ones. 2 ones.
So that'll be
5.
5.
You do kill 5, sir. Blam, blam. I take a 4. You killed 5 of them. Lovely. Alright, so you killed 5. I did 2 wounds. I had 2 ranks.
Yep.
Do I have a banner? Who outnumbers here?
I've got unit strength 12.
Okay, so, and I also have unit strength 12, so no one gains outnumber, but I have a musician.
Yep.
So I win by 1, sir, for the musician. All right, sir, so leadership 7. Leadership 7. They break. Amazing. I will chase. Can we cut them down? How far do they run? 2d6. Oh, a healthy 7. I need an above average roll to catch them. I need to see an 8. For my dwarven short legs, we are very dangerous over short distances. Lame, I rolled a 7. We don't catch them. So I will just be 1 inch behind you, sir. And that is how the right flank ends up, with the fleeing Minotaurs and the dwarves being 1 inch behind them. I was getting ready to finish my turn, but I forgot. There's still more combat over here. Very good. Let's keep this good thing going with the Slayers and the Giant. It's Giant first, sir.
Giant first.
Roll him up. Another swing with club.
Another swing with club.
D6 of them. 5 of them. Dear God. Finish him off.
3,
5 dice.
4, 5.
Killing them on 2s. He swings his club across and just crushes them all, bar 1. There is 1 dwarf left standing, the one with the standard bearer. But, oh boy. Oh, biggity boy. We got a dwarf left. Bam, there he is. All right, so...
Championi.
Yep, champion. Gets 1 hit. Killing on a single roll of a 4. And he does. The unit is wiped. The Slayers are killed to a man, to a dwarf. And they are, they rejoice. They rejoice. They were killed by giants and big old gores and things. So happy dwarves in the halls of their ancestors. But sad Stoss. All right, woof. Cool. I got to attack with 1 Slayer in that combat. Yeah. 1 Slayer got to attack once. That was brutal. Cool. That is the turn. There it is. We'll let you do your turn, and then we'll see about maybe going on to turn 6, because things aren't looking very good. But all right, that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 5. Jokes, I've still got a gyrocopter. Hilarious, completely forgot about it. Well, I'm just gonna move it over there so that I can, flame, shoot the dogs. So just pop him, I don't know, a couple of inches away from the dogs. Yeah.
I mean, you'd want to maximize your flame template.
Exactly, that's the idea. Yeah. Just make sure that it doesn't matter. Let's put that template down and see how many boys are getting clapped.
Okay.
All right, I've got 2 fully covered and 3 being clipped. The 3 partials in the hit pool on 4s. Oh yeah, look at that. 4 of them getting killed on 4s. Just 1. Wow. Very good. Very good. It has not been Stoss's day, but that's all right. By the way, it was Damon that was like, hey, you forgot to do it. So, mate, you're a bloody gentleman. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do the thing.
That's okay.
But that is it. That's the end of Dwarves Turn 5. Beasts of Chaos Turn 5, and as always, we're starting with a drunken roll for these here Centaurs. On a 1, they're drunk. On a 6, they're frenzy. Oh, they're drunk.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's see if it's stupid. Stupid check.
Very good. Stupidity check on leadership. 7? They're dumb. So they're just going to trundle their way. They're, 7 inches forward?
7 inches forward.
Hilarious. If they go into combat with that, what happens? Does it count as a charge? Surely it does. I think it does. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Declare charges?
Declare charges. Well, I was going to declare a charge of the Centaurs. So my first charge would be the Furies into your...
Into the grudge thrower?
Into the grudge thrower.
Very good, sir. That will be a fear check for them. They do not fear you. Rolling a 4.
Okay.
Very good. Then that's the only other charge?
Yep.
Fantastic. We go on to rally fleeing troops. Who do you want to rally first?
Well, let's start here.
Very good. On leadership 8 for your horn. Little blowy musician horn. 9. They fail.
They'll flee. Let's see how far they go. They will go
3 inches.
That could be a bit of trouble for them.
That could be a problem. Very good. And then dogs.
5.
Leadership 5 dogs.
Nope.
Still running 3d6. And they will be going a total of 10 inches.
10, so they're probably off.
Most likely.
The Minotaurs,
on 8. Leadership 8.
They
do it, mate. They're coming back.
They're coming back.
Oh,
to just get smacked a bit more by your...
my dwarves with the great weapons. Love that. This is where the fleeing troops end up on this flank. The dogs way out on the edge. The beast herd running away from my general's unit. And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, these guys made their charge. Here they are, smacking into the front. So we'd go into remaining moves. Compulsory moves, which these guys go half their normal movement. So they're only going 3.5 inches forward, and then there would be remaining moves. So we'll just do all of that off camera. So this is where everything is now, and this is where it all ends up. All right, Damon, give us a super swift wrap up, sir.
Swift wrap up. Furies into your stone
grudge thrower. Yep.
Herd just backed off a bit.
Over here.
Giant moved in to do a bit of terror bombing on your unit.
They've already passed the terror check.
They've already passed it. Oh, silly me. But maybe get a charge in.
Indeed.
These guys just moved through to also threaten on a charge there.
Indeed.
And Barakgore's unit just pushed up a bit. Chariot turned round.
Lovely.
That's it.
Dogs stayed in place.
Dogs stayed in place.
All right.
Dogs.
Because dogs. There is is there any? Yes, there's one combat. There's no magic
One
phase.
combat,
There's no
no
shooting
magic
phase.
phase,
We just
yeah.
have the Furies slamming into my little dwarf crew here. All right, mate. You've got 4 Furies.
4 attacks.
Yep, 4
Weapons
attacks.
for 4.
Hitting on 4s. Ooh, getting 3 out of the
3
4.
attacks.
Very nice. Strength 4,
strength
as we
4.
have learned, and toughness 4. So wounding on 4s.
1.
Oh, single wound. We do have no light armor goes straight through, so you just kill one. Oh no! No. Sorry. 1 goes down, but we've still got Mr. Muscle, the most Chungus. He's here and he's mad. He's going to hit you back on a 4. He does. He's going to wound you on a 4. No, he doesn't. All right, you got a wound. You outnumber. I am on a hill. I've got the high point. So I lose by 1. I'm leadership 9
sir.
down to 8.
No, sir.
Oh, yes.
You lose to a fear-causing unit that outnumbers you.
Oh, and I just rolled an 11. So, yes. Thank you, Damon.
okay.
Well done, sir. Well done. So I break and flee. Would you like to chase?
Sure.
You will. I'm going to run. Ha! A whopping 11,
Wow.
so 10 inches back, probably off the table. Can you catch me?
No,
You
I can't.
Amazing.
8.
They get away. He gets away with his life, but he is off the table. Off he goes. Chungus survives. Well done, Chungus. And you are just on the edge of the table here.
Nice.
There we go. Very nice. Flap, flap, flap.
I remembered a rule, Stoss.
You did, mate. You did. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. And a rule that, I have
Is
forgotten
important.
in the past
Yeah.
and is quite important. Fear-causing units breaking people automatically when they outnumber them. Love it. Love that. There it is. The machine's still there. Whatever. Who cares? Cool. That is the end of the turn now. You've destroyed another of my beautiful war machines. So that's it. You know what? It should be pretty quick. Let's finish it off. We'll go all the way through.
Let's go.
That is the end of Beasts of Chaos, turn 5. Dwarves, turn 6, final turn of the game for the Dwarves, and it's charges to declare, and I'm declaring all the charges. So, I'm going to declare these warriors into these here centaurs. Yep, I'm going to declare these warriors into the minotaurs. That will be a fear check. Hoyo. We fear you not, we're coming in. And I will declare my general's unit into the unit that is running away from me, so it just forces you to run again. Run real low? 7 inches. You either needed to run really high or really low, and you did neither of those. So you get away from me. That'll be a failed charge for me, so they'll just shuffle 3 inches forward. Sweet. These guys slam in. These guys slam in. Yes, let more combat ensue. You want to shuffle me 3 inches forward there?
3.
Yeah,
Certainly.
please. Please, sir, thank you. And that is where they end up, over yonder, attempting to chase down the herd, but failing miserably. That's it. Let's mang into these combats, sir. I want to start over here with the Minotaurs. I want to put a nail in that Minotaur coffin. So here we are. We've broken them. We've chased them again and slammed into the front. Can we kill them, please? Dear God. Let me do it. Let me get just a little bit of glory at the end of the game. All right, 6 attacks, 5 dwarves, 1 Zavet, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Oh, damn it. And 3s. I do put the 2 wounds in. That kills a Minotaur. I should have maximized with you. I don't know why I didn't. Boom. So that still gives you your 3 Minotaurs coming back in response.
9 attacks.
Hitting on 4s. Looks like 3. Lame. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. Wow. We're tired. We've been sprinting around.
Running
They're
and
sprinting.
with great weapons.
Exactly.
Too,
These
mate.
guys are tired. On 2s,
That's all.
you do kill 3. Very good, sir. So I did 2 wounds.
Yep.
I had a rank and a banner. And what? Are we still equal again? What are you? 3, 6, 9?
Yeah.
And I'm 9. What
Oh,
do you
we're
mean?
equal.
Yeah, we're equal. So no outnumbering. What did I do here? I did
2
2 wounds, rank, banner. Yes,
Yep.
fantastic.
And I did
you
3
did
wounds.
3 wounds. I beat you by 1.
Beat you by 1.
Here we go, mate. Leadership 7.
Rinse and repeat.
Indeed. Hard. And they pass it. Lame. Okay, then we come over to here. The Dwarven warriors that broke from combat and now slammed forward into Centaurs that got all drunk and stumbled in front of them. Do you have a champion in this unit?
I do have a champion.
I will declare a challenge.
Okay.
With my Runesmith.
Okay.
Yes, you accept?
Oh, well, I have to, because I've got no back rank to run to.
You're correct. All right, Runesmith, Thalgrim Spellsbane, swinging in with his great hammer, hitting on 3s. Oh, he gets them both. Well done, Thalgrim. He is strength 6, toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
Wounded on 2s. And yes, we kill the champion. Boom him down.
Yeah, and give him a...
Blackety black. Yeah, I'll just put one of these next to him for an overkill. All right, and then the rest of the unit, which will just be a few dwarves. There's no champion in there because he killed him, because he stepped forward valiantly and attempted to fight a beast lord. So there's just 4 other dwarves hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, very good. And wounding on 5s. Getting a single wound, sir. Do they have armor?
They do.
What do they get?
They have light armor shield.
Light armor shield, and do they get the
No, they don't get the
cavalry?
they don't get the cavalry bonus.
All
no.
right, sir. So light armor and shield will give you a 5-up armor save against that.
5 up.
No, another one does fall to the blades of the dwarves. That will give you your 4 to attack back with, please, sir.
So,
all right. So because these guys are still under the effect of stupidity until their next turn, they're a stupid unit in combat. Only half of the models attack. We've got 4 models here, which means 2 of them are attacking, and they've got 2 attacks each. They've got a trample attack and a normal attack, which can be resolved at the same time because they are the same at the moment. All right, my friend, let's roll them out.
Weapon
4
skill
attacks.
4.
Hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Oh boy. And strength 4 base, so
4.
wounding on 4s. There
One-
it is.
1 wound.
That'll be a 4-up armor save. That is a 3. That is a dead man. Blah. You kill one, Wellian, sir. All right, so they're probably gonna break,
Yeah,
but you'll be getting a. Where's the battle stand? Oh, he's
no,
over there.
he's running for his
He's over
life.
there, yeah. Oh boy, so I got 3 wounds. I had 2 ranks. I don't have a banner, but I do outnumber. You killed 1, and that's it, sir. So you are leadership minus by 5. Their leadership, what, 7?
Leadership 7, but the
general's
general
definitely
being
in
12,
range.
so 8.
Leadership 8 minus by 5 is leadership 3, sir.
3. Here we go. Here's a 3.
Can they do it?
Are you ready for it?
I'm so ready.
It's a 3.
My body is prepared. It's a
Ooh,
5.
close.
Indeed, sir.
Do you wish to pursue?
I will pursue, because mad if you don't. So you go 3d6.
3d6,
and
yeah.
I go 2d6 minus 1. Here we go. I need a low roll here from you, mate. Oh,
That's pretty low.
That is low.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. So I still need to roll above average here. I need an above average roll to march these boys down as they drunkenly attempt to gallop away. We need to see an 8. We need to see an 8. Do the dwarves get emboldened and sprint forward? They do. They do on an 11. Wow, that's hilarious. So we cut down the Centaur and we'll be going at 10 inches forward. And this is where they end up, proving yet again very dangerous over short distances. And you know, those poor Centaurs were drunk as all hell and attempted to like gallop away, stumbling off, and we just gaining a little bit of honor after breaking from combat earlier. They've gained some of it back. Well done, boys. But that's it. That's the God, how do I keep forgetting you? All right, let's gyrocopter again. So let's assume I moved back an inch.
Yeah.
I would get 2 of them fully under and 2 of them clipped.
Yep, fair enough.
God, how do I keep? It's terrible. That's not going to fly at the tournament. It's so bad. 2 hits, 2 clipped. The 2 clips, wow, they're all in. Amazing. 4s. 1 of them. Very good. That will be enough for a panic check.
Will be a panic.
And will be a panic check for those there dwarves. Dogs. And they finally fail a panic check. They're going to run directly away from him. 3d6.
3d6.
7. And there they end up, fleeing away from the Copter of Doom. I should have... well, such is life. But there it is. Okay, that is it. That is the end of Dwarves. Turn 6. Beasts of Chaos, turn 6, final turn of the game. I made a massive mistake by just leaving my gyrocopter there, but such is life. I have to wear at least some of my mistakes because I forgot him over and over, so such is life. All right, sir, charges to declare. What are we doing?
Furies into the flank of your warriors.
Very good.
Herd into the other flank of your warriors.
Very good. There'll
And
be
that
a fear check here for them. They fear you not. Getting a 4. All right, those are your 2 charges. Oh yes, and of course
charge into gyro with my chariot.
Indeed. So I'll flee because either way, if you charge me with your chariot, I'm dead, which means I break from combat and flee. But if I'm fleeing at the end of the combat, you also gain the points. So
yeah.
Ipso facto, I'm still going to flee.
Okay.
I'll flee away from you 3d6. Yeah, and I'm going to go 12 inches. Do I stay on the board?
You do.
I do. Amazing.
You're over here.
The gyro survives, but you claim his points because he's fleeing at the end of the game. But he survives. Hell yeah, gyro.
I only go 7. Let's just toddle along 7.
Indeed.
Toddle.
But he lives. He lives. Amazing.
They're going to cop the charge?
Oh yeah, goddamn right,
okay.
they'll take the charge. They're going to hold, because they're dwarves. And all right, so that's all the charges. That brings us on to rally fleeing troops, sir, and we've got a few of them. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, look, let's try here.
Do I claim their points?
On an 8.
On an 8. Do I claim their points?
Yes, you do.
Amazing.
Well, unless I... Oh, no, you get them because they're
the end
going
of
to
the
be
game.
fleeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So roll 2d6, see if do they run away? And they
do very far.
Yep, back off into the distance. Bye bye, boys.
Dogs.
On
a 5.
On a 5.
Nope.
They're out of here as well. I get their 30 points or whatever.
Yeah.
These guys.
Oh, those guys.
The other dogs. Yep.
Well, they rally.
I don't get their 30 points.
You don't get their 30 points.
Disgusting.
And they're just going to turn around and
look at my dwarven
slather
butts.
at you.
Very good. All right, we'll go to remaining moves. So this is where it is now, and this is where everything ends up. We've basically just moved the things into combat or fled the things off the field because there's no reason to move this stuff at this point. This table quarter is already contested, and so is this one, and you've got that one as well. So meh. But let's do some fights, sir. Do you want to start with the big fight?
Yeah, let's start. No, let's start over here. Let's see
With
what
the
happens with
minnows.
Minotaurs. I'm really interested to see if the little Minotaurs it can do.
Can beat a unit of Dwarven warriors.
Yeah.
All right, we have 6 attacks again. We did win the last round of combat, so we do get to strike first. 5 dwarves with a veteran, 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Come on, boys, spike it this time. Spike! Not a single hit. Oh boy. All right, sir. Well, you can attack.
9 attacks back. Hitting on 4.
Wow, very good. Oh wow, and you get lots. Looks like 6. 6 out of the 9. Jesus, and 2s. Wow, all of them.
Oh my god! Look what I just rolled.
Did you?
It's all 6s. 6 6s.
Wow. Well done, David. Well done, mate. That's ridiculous. Look at this, people. All right, well, I'm not going to bother pulling the models because I think they're going to go away. So you got 6. You outnumber.
I outnumber by a fear causing unit.
I'll just put this away. Well done. I love you remembering this rule. All right, I'm gonna run 2d6 minus 1. Are you gonna chase? I'm assuming you're gonna chase. Yeah. So I'm going a whole 5 inches away, mate. Can you catch them? Can you catch the dwarves? Lol, you do. Very good. The unit is destroyed and butchered. You claim their points. The Minotaurs that definitely could.
Wow.
Look at them go. All right, sir, let's come down to here. It's the last stand of the dwarves as they get slammed in either flank. Who do you want to start with?
We'll go with the foe render first.
Fantastic. Foe render. 3 attacks. Hitting on
attacks.
4s. Getting 2 of them.
Attacks.
Been wrong with a lot of sexes.
No.
And 4s to wound, sir. Getting 1. We will have a 4-up armor save, and I do save it. Very good.
So let's do the other gores. So that'll be
2 other gores.
2 others. So 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Getting 2. Wounding on 5s.
This is where it's not so good.
No.
Nope.
All right, well,
and then the Furies.
Yes, we'll go with the Furies.
So that's, how many have I got there?
You got 5 of them.
5.
5 of them, mate.
No Furies.
5 furies.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on them 4s. Getting 3 of them.
3.
Very good. Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Getting 2. 2 4 up armor saves. I do save 1, but you kill a noble dwarf. Alright, so I'm going to swing back at you. I've got 3 attacks coming from this flank into the gores on 4s. Getting 1 hit. Wounding them on a 5 for strength 3. Yeah. I do kill a gore. Heck yeah. And then I'll have 3 attacks coming into the furies on 4s. Only 1 wounding on 4s. No wound. Oof. Alright, so let's do you. You got a wound.
Yep.
You got a flank.
Yep.
You got 2 ranks from your herd unit. And you've got a banner.
Yep.
And you outnumber. Mucho. Yep. I got a wound, and I have 2 ranks, no banner, because we lost it earlier. These filthy furies are currently carrying it around, flailing it at us, mocking us with our banner. So we are losing by 3. Leadership 9, down by 3, goes to Leadership 6. Leadership 6, can we hold on the final turn and deny the points to the beasts? Leadership 6, no rerolls, come on boys. Come on, the stoic Thalgrim Spellbane orders them not to retreat, to hold, to hold! 7, they flee. Lame. Who wants to chase?
Both.
Very good, makes sense.
I'm not missing a charge down with the furies this time.
Yeah, the little slow flap flaps. All right, drop dice never count. All right, we're running at 2d6 minus 1. Come on, I need big dice here, give me a 12. Give me a some. I mean, you're claiming their points either way, but
Yeah,
I just,
that's right.
for glory! I get 7, so who we going?
We'll do this is 3 dice on the furies.
Furies needing to see a 7, and they do. They flap them down into oblivion. The unit is destroyed in the final hour. And that is the game. It is a very solid victory to the Beasts of Chaos. I've got a single unit left out there in the corner. They did some work, but not much. But that is it. The herd have, pushed back the dwarves. Old Borek and Thorin are going to have to, hightail it back to the hold. Tail between their legs, solidly bloodied and beaten. Oh, that was a rough one. But there it is, guys. We'll have a quick chat about this in the post-game. And there it is. It is a Beasts of Chaos victory in the end. Well done,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Good
Thank
game.
You. It was.
Good
That
game.
was a knockdown, drag-out game.
It was pretty savage. So, it was like a prophet at the start when I had like some, ridiculous luck happening over the first 2 turns. And I was like, you know what this means? Probably going to turn around and bite me. And oh boy, it bit me hard. It all basically started when both of your raiders came on the field.
Yep.
Exactly where you wanted them. Whenever that happens with a Beast of Chaos game, you're already in a pretty precarious position because they're right in your backline. There's nothing you can do about it. They're skirmishes. You just have to cop it sweet. And then my only ability to attempt to mitigate that with my war machines when they both miscast? No, what is it? Misfired. When they both misfired on turn 3.
Crucial.
So crucial. One of them blowing themselves up in fiery death and one of them essentially neutering itself for the rest of the game. Maybe getting to shoot on turn 6, but at that point it's surrounded. It's essentially done. So with my 2 big artillery pieces essentially murking themselves on turn 3, the writing was a little bit on the wall. It was a little bit on the wall, unless, dice came through and started very much helping me in the combats. Unless they spiked savagely my way, I was very much at a disadvantage. So you played well at that point, mate. You waited long enough.
I did. I was playing that waiting game. Sometimes I just get a bit too impulsive and want to just charge in, but slowed things down, tried to get those charges, the multiple charges off, which I feel are really important with the dwarves because of their high leadership. You want to get that combat res as high as you can.
As high as you can, indeed.
And as you said, because of your artillery and shooting was neutered, it just relieved a whole lot of pressure from me.
Indeed.
I didn't feel, so tense that things are going to, my Bestigors didn't get splattered by a big rock.
Indeed.
So that was fantastic. They got into combat. They did stuff.
Yeah,
So,
man. Yeah, look, I did some bad guesses in the first couple of turns, but still would then get like a favourable scatter. One of those favourable scatters being onto a shaman.
Yep.
That was
Splat.
ridiculous. That was completely ridiculous.
And that, as I said to you earlier, that gave you that my magic was over basically for the rest of the game.
Indeed, it was. There was gonna be, unless you just rolled a sweet little irresistible force, the magic was over. But to be honest, with our two lists, with you being on 6 power dice and me being on 5 dispel, it was always going to be tough to get magic to be very effective. But you could have got a spell here or there to help out.
Yeah.
You know, that was basically the most you could hope for in this matchup. But yeah, the shaman going down meant that was not even an option at all.
Correct.
You did well just avoiding my big brick of iron breakers. That was clever, that was smart.
That was
the
plan.
only reason that they got into combat was because of some unruly rolls.
Oh, that was just, oh my God, that was just
That was funny.
torturous.
That was funny. They were unruly twice this game. Twice. The first one running them forward into organ gun range, and then they got chewed up and then panicked. And then the second time running them forward into charge range of my iron breakers. So those boys, they were unruly. Unruly doesn't tend to come into play that much.
No.
Nor does drunkenness, and both of those things came into play this game. But still, that was it did not impact the game anywhere near enough for it to be to swing anything back in my direction. Yeah, you positioned well, you did well. I feel like a lot of my rolls were not as good as they needed to be. My Dwarven warriors with the great weapons against the Minotaurs,
shocking.
not good. Not
They
good.
should have had that. That should have been theirs. Absolutely.
Realistically, yes. I should have been. I don't know. I always rolled either on the average or a bit below it, and I needed them to roll above average at least once or twice to get enough damage in to. And then when the one chance I did break you, I didn't run them down, and that was that.
Exactly.
That's how she goes. My gyrocopter only killing one Barakgore turn after turn when I was getting reasonable amounts of hits, but then when it came to put those 5-up wounds, just, you know, again, the averages were just not quite with me on that. But that's all right. That happens. Yeah, your general did a good job. Came in and rolled perfect dice in combat and rolled 4 hits, 4 wounds, 4 combat res in that combat. That was good. That was spicy. I feel bad for not putting my runesmith in, but frankly, it would have just been a bad call because that would have been my runesmith dead rather than a champion. It would have been exactly the same. Runesmith would have had no armor save against him either, so he was dead instead of the champion. So he instead was then able to, you know, kill your Barakgore champion in response. Yep. Still, it always feels bad to take a shitty challenge to put a bloody champion in instead of the character. It feels so bad.
I did it.
Look, man, I know, but it feels bad. But sometimes it's the only choice to make if you want to make a choice that's going to benefit you in the combat. So,
well, that's it. Saving that character.
Flame me, people. It's
saving
points.
that character in the challenge so that then they get to fight back in that combat.
Yep, exactly. That's a big deal. Yep. And, you know, it stops you from losing however many points that character is worth, potentially. You know, if that somehow swings you back, it can be important. But nonetheless, it doesn't stop it feeling bad. it defends my dwarven honor. What else? What else was interesting here? The giant performed amazingly. That giant, mate. Indeed. Giants catch some shade, you know. People throw shade on giants, but they are pretty good. 4 to 6 being swing with club and doing D6 automatic strength 6 hits. Yep. That is nothing to sneer at. That's sweet. And so, yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. He probably could have taken the Slayers by himself. Yep. He did all the damage to the Slayers, except when the Chariot.
And the Chariot did help out.
Chariot got in there and did all the impact hits and whatnot. But yeah, those Slayers, one Slayer got to attack once. And I don't think he did anything, but that's regardless. But the fact that out of, you know, however many rounds of combat, there was one turn where one of them was alive to attack. That's pretty spicy. So that giant, 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, giant.
Brother Grimm.
Yeah, mate. He gets the Christos thumbs up of approval. So, mate, well done. Yeah, Yeah, dwarves are a bit of they're a struggle against the beasts, or at least I find them a bit of a tough fight. Just the level of maneuverability, good, strong skirmishers that can, still get ranks and stuff like that. Yep. Beasts are definitely not a bad army in 6th edition. They're not top tier, but I don't even really know what is top tier. Vampire counts can be. What else? Wood Elves and Skaven are right up there in terms of top tier 6th edition books. But, beasts are definitely no slouch. And nor are dwarves. But this was, I don't know, it's definitely made me nervous about my list for the tournament. Hopefully I don't face you, mate.
Look, but as you said, this scenario that we played, it did favour my army because to look at getting those extra
500 victory points
you needed to come forward.
Indeed, which is not the best choice against beasts and with dwarves in general. Because we basically just need to shore up our front and rear. Like we need to take the fights in the front, hopefully not get surrounded, because we don't get to pick the fights. Dwarves never get to pick the fights unless people, miscalculate their charge and miss a charge, and then suddenly we get to roll forward into them. But generally speaking, dwarves don't get to pick it. So all we can do is set ourselves up in a relatively defensive position and hope to cop it in the front and hope to win. And this scenario definitely did not lean into that for me. But that's all right. It was fun to play a scenario where I couldn't just do that. Because honestly, it does get a little bit dull just playing the complete defensive game. But that is dwarves. That is the faction. And I still love dwarves. I don't care how much hate they get, people. I love them. They're freaking sick. To be honest, as a playstyle, they're not the best. They are a little bit dull as a playstyle in some ways. Because you don't get to play the maneuver game a lot of the time. You just have to hold and cop it. But as an aesthetic, as lore, the look of the models, everything, they're so freaking cool and I love them and I won't hear a bad word against them. So keep it out of the comments. You say what you want, I don't care. But yes, their playstyle can be a bit dull. So I want to try and get a little more aggressive with my dwarves. I want to be, an aggressive dwarf player. That could be a bit fun. Not very effective, but a bit fun. And a bit fun is really what I want, more than anything. So there it is, guys. There it is, a spicy battle report between the two tournament lists, which is pretty fun. And one of the tournament-specific objective scenarios. It's going to be a rough one for the dwarves to win, I'll be honest. But that's all right. How many times do we play it over the course of the 2 days? Is it twice?
Just once.
It's only once?
Yeah, it's only once.
Oh, it's only once? Yep. All right. Well, look, when that does come up and I have to fight somebody, trying to get that central objective, hopefully it's maybe not someone with a whole lot of skirmishes and fast cavalry. It's pretty much my only chance, but we'll see.
Could be another dwarf army.
That'd be sick. That would be sick. That would be sick. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. I'm maybe going to do some coverage of the tournament.
Great.
I'll see. I've never tried to film a video like that before, so at the very least, I'll probably take my camera, get some footage, and see what I can cobble together. But, expect that at some point. That should be a bit of fun. If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to do all the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button. If you're already subscribed to this channel and you've gotten this far, hit the like button for me, guys. It helps the video heaps. It starts spreading it further. Any interaction with the video will always help the video's performance. So if you're a subscriber, hit that like button, guys. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing.
Why aren't you?
Indeed, why aren't you? If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Again, it's our channel members that are just continuing the growth of this channel. It's continuing me to be able to just keep doing this. So huge thank you to my current channel members. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, links in the description. But until next time, I'm Stos, this is Damon. Happy wargaming, and be good to your mother.